Ebusia. Ema mu nyinaa chi. Mema wa ha. Mema wa ju wo baby bia wo a wutie me bia. Nti sɛnea mo amu behu. Me big sister Ahofedua, she's back. She is back to talk about topic na last week you discussed ya. Ebi hom ehom mo asori ya ebi mo nso efa aba wo mu no ye betoa so. Na asem ne edi kan si ye kanomia, it brought out a whole host of issues me say ye kan ya ncheda we ya boss but ya ncheda go into detail papa. It's Mesako play video ni biom. I've come up with a whole host of subtopics within the topic. Me pesi ye baba mu ye emenipa enyamunti asiye. If you should have seen the back of his after that video, I didn't know ma esesenka Kwaku system no esenka bo ka ho asem mo sadie no aye be ye bi etata ma ne meme bi ani ase esese mo ofo nyamu ase kire na mfe aduru ho. Enti says, me pesi ye chiechi abusianfo ni nyina na fe ye take a commercial break. Na ye share video no ko platforms no so ansa na ya hye nkomo na se cause we can't go back and talk about it again.
Can you please tag me the video? I don't know what's happening to my account. So
I will. So I will share it to you and then we can go from there. To make yenko commercial break no na fe. Yemfa no ngukwa mu nti abusianfo ye chiechi amu nyina Monsa kakra be 1 minute bi eba. Why?
Sika educate, ya wo Facebook, YouTube, ne Insta. Sika educate, ya kasafa abumde awari ani mpuntu. Sika educate, odon komo, rana yenya ya huwa duro. Sika educate, unyane baby aje. Sika educate, eti like page, na yem vibe. Wamodenko YouTube ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All a man them so sedi kampu. Inspiration, motivation. Wapomudem education. Sika nache ho tips no. Wafranada, wanitia. Odon komo ekusika deba. Wafranada, bema jai. Odon komo ekusika deba. Sika educate, ya wo Facebook, YouTube, ne Insta. Sika educate, ya kasafa abumde awari ani mpuntu. Sika educate, odon komo, rana yenya ya huwa duro. Sika educate.
Busianfo, we are back. Intino yakotwa siaba ye di asakakra, but asem no efe yatena sidie. Well, pen the paper because some of the things we're going to talk about are going to be useful for one kasa. If it's so oncophobia more was fear of influence now the two or mufu. Mesre, please share this video. Share it. Share the click ya untia one kobo. Share the video. Just share it. Press share. And no keke. Naturally done 2021. It is Ichiao, how is Glasgow? What to say?
Glasgow is great, except as usual, our weather, you people know it. I'm not going to talk about it, but what my experience in Scotland weather, do you know? It never changes. We never get used to it. We always talk about the weather here. So it's okay. It's okay.
Since last week, a lot of things you said. You shook a lot of tables. You turned a lot of tables. It was amazing. Sometimes, we have to hear the hard truth, even if it's hard. Say, then next specifically, irresponsible parents who England, Germany, Europe, any Canada house so come baby you walk Kwaku system. Me kind of brofo one time penti mo was no muntie benefit system no e wo ho se ne be ya e boa obi a ne ho kire no na watimi anya baby agina wahwe ne ma atete na busua ne ade me menti asie mu no say and correct me if I'm wrong is that enkrofo bi adwuma a wo moye adwumaden a enkrofo bi ye no eto na wo mutuatua wo mu no se sika ne bi and na ban ne tia wodi akasa omo ye less fortunate omo a omo antimi anya se bia school kọ anase adwuma pade agina so no ye betimi aboa wo mu na omo nso standard of living no etimi akosoro enu nti ma omo anyemu a omo ni bebe ma neja omo ho anase couple no kwa bia omo ye together but still ne income no nso wo mu nti na sa system no nke ye hihye no abrofo ne hihye ye se nke beboa bataba be ye se yenya bibrimfo ne di wo ho no ho a ye pese ye di nyansankro no eto sa system yi obi wo ho kra ne ma obewo nyina wade wa ye budget on sika wo benya aban no ho wo kan asem bi last week nso se si anhwe ye ho yi na ye makwa system no di etimu a it limits our mindset and how we see life. Niema nke betimi aboye ho modern enya kanko enya ade ne yema so etimi enya better living no. Esanse ye pese kwaku no ye pese uncertainty no na atwe asan wo niema bebre ho. Intimi chia we me pese open sa topic no na ye di nkomo ne free ho menia.
Okay, so ye ka kwakugie kra ye din na kwakugie ye bribia sebe eburo ye chi ayabai won emra no won adeyo e kire se de be ya obi ya ho e kire no se wo ye dwuma ya ye mu bia ye ka ne social worker ye ntiase e wo kwakugie mu ne se ebribi ba woni pa abrabo mu a obi ahia moa. Everybody needs help. One time in your life, you will get to the stage in your life you are stuck. Just say, "Abrabo no reso ema." Ne sa yo munti no. Ebro ya chi hafo esan se won sikasem ene wan ma yosem ekọ nanimu nti no. Obu twa sika bi to ho. Ana se nwuma won wa hoden wa pomuden eye no. Na ya tete kakra to ho ama won a ewo abrabo na ye bonimu no won de no wa hoden bia na hoden so ate akwanhia bi aba adwumase ye bi aba emre kakra ohia moa ana se oba warefuo bi abema bi edi na sinkwantanan a ebia aknani aye ne ya nti se de be ya nkwala no ehwemu eni nipa na nkasa wa pomuden ene wa adwene yemu niema entosini nti no wo yesa niema ne dototo na kwan mu na mawo a wo saati bia na mabubo so ibi emuyi ohokoka yare bi owonyo bi ba ye kasa owonyo a adwumase ye owonyo ebia ukuna ne nate ewo mpofiri mu ebia na nkwala tata ho a adwumase mu obroni ana ebroye chihafo enhyehyɛ ye ne se ewo sa akwala bia etimi kɔ sukuu etimi ra sukuu pon mu ne sa yomu nti na didie mu ene se de be yo benya adwene mu tie de asua de no sese akomode no ewo se onya roof over his head ewo se bebia yetete akwala no awowo mu se de na meka te se bia Glasgow asetena brochire Canada asetena no awowo nti ewo se akwala nya a warm place to live ewo se aduane si akwala ne table so ewo se akwala no shatare pa ewo se akwala no yehu se bribi atochima ewo ne fie because only other people and on nkrofo foforo eba akohia wo sukuu mu anyonkofam agodie mu enti san hyehyeye no ewo ho se we social worker hu ne say so that there will be balance scaled in the social aspect of life.
True.
San hyehyeye wo ho ebra wadwuma sey a wani to account sai bi wo ho wutimi yare mpofiri mu bia na wo dan katua kora ageden ana bibi tumi si na ebia income awunya no nya saa na wunya enti no ye ka kwakuji a eboa masa de no esisi ani ma na mawo a wuti brodwie yachi wa hoden na won fifiri a wote no anye kwa na mum no edeboa saa kwan niam we dida na kwan mu na aboa na just as you said ebimu atake advantage so much of it say afa de kamia koye se menye adwuma na mum magi aban sika odofo oti sika gye na de eye de na mum wo start se o re nkosua emra wo wa hoden na wo wa pomuden na onkwakora wa brem oye mobo what do kwakugie ebia 9 years 10 years you think the system is working for you no odofo there be unte ade na wo ye na se de wo mu ne se nkosua na sika anka wasa wo ye adwuma ne yetete to ho ma na anka ukwa homegie mu a ye de ma wo emma wo live comfortably no ho ye din ya wo gie di o wi nkosua sesi ya enu nti se me fa toto ho se ebia me ye adwuma ye asem ka na me ka ebia sika ye adwuma na sika eji ni nkosua no na owe no wa hyeda ebi mo okra me se enwanom e wo continent no awo no omutimi prugu wa afei okwa sori age o divan na eko because enkwala no omoye 5 nkom enti wa wo be 7 ye de ni kunu ne maame ne kan wo ye 7 age ye to ayi 8 sita 10 sita obi kura so wo de badudwan ye wo Germany. It is sickening because listen enye awododo na wo be wo no na emom the quality ye can responsible parents here. Someone sabeso won so na watete won yie na omon kwafra system. And listen to me, odo ho ekwojon Kwaku a wo ye kan wo kan system bi ho a wo wonti ase obroni oyenyansani
correct
onim se wo wani brade
yes
onim se me ene wo ye ni brade. But listen, there's no free money anywhere.
no
That's the sad version you people don't want to hear. But tonight men no brofu me ka Kwaku ji anu ni madeko nti no fa adwen to say wo betie your program na your program yi so na ye ka say wo ji Kwaku na re ne obra wo ahoden anka betumi asode akoye adwuma no say ye mienu mi ne sika wo hoyi me ye adwuma na sika ye na adwen say wo nya adwuma wo re na nkosua say me kwa pension a me menye Kwaku da nti I have all those luxury line up for me. Sika arene dia nti yama na ye kakra bi kiti enya ahibia nti in a scale of 1,000 no me meje 1,000 no na sika eje 100 ebi 140 160 why because 90% of it no what ye di dada
marry
why we wanum dada wo di aye chibom mo di atoto toduma akese ayi mumu bi wo ho amama me no papa ewu nti ayi na mo ko nyina wo ye 60th birthday na nsen bi mu ana me huhu nsem bi ebesi manim obi o maame ewu be 10 years ago o papa nso wu ye na wo ya akwala enti no wa hyede ayi because oba abrochi wa kwa ayi a asa opese o san akwaje noboa no adwen ewo wutirim a wo de ji Kwaku no kura anye enti onye adwuma enso wa ye ayi. The sad thing is all the camera seen so. And I Kwaku for na channel.
Good.
Some to go to dre unya adwuma.
Piensi.
Enti ye hwa. Onso camera su so ejemena e go social media. And I Kwaku for na channel.
Good.
Enti sika na waje ne mpe bebre ne si betu aka. Saa de ban we ebi to wa. Fenyam se ema abroche tina ye wa homete.
Yes.
En kana nke etimi di ja hokot na Ghana. Timi ko shemu ana ya enne no baby abeko bi yasinsan uko mu. Unfortunately for some of us no sa na ya brabo na onim statistically no se oji Kwaku ji for some time obroni nim se ahokere wo ho enti ebia age ne se nye stroke na aye wo enye yare bi na eye wo anabri bi na eye wo ana maternity no akọ na woji benefit maternity no kra no omo time frame they are expectant to say nipa ne be free so the buapaye sheda ena me kon ena we omo hwe odi onim se nkosua na wori nto no sheda afa aho sa eno ntenkoda no statistically ye ka those who are impoverished ye ka won a ye hiafo mobrofo a won statistics no books no ka ho bi
yes
ye do ye statistics
no correct
the saying edan ye dia ma wotinam area wo mbaabi ya ye ma Porsche area bia ntinam da enti me kan na wo amwo continent pa mo fa mani nto fom de enti amomma entime nko empem nko kan when it comes to even school selection they give you the poor ones. After all, you said you are poor. You have already averaged on madachi amma Kwaku ji na woje no tie me.
That's right. Yeah.
That is the trick of the trade. You have already leveraged on madachi ama Kwaku ji. Okay. Mu bi wo ho a enye bribi titru bia na eya obetumi aye adwuma. But what decides Mr. Kwaku na obeda so. Ana say ye wo bebre amate se baby wo ho the more awo no because akola bia ni sika ye ma no nti bi share that be 4 or 5 nti no otwe sika ye ma akola baako a na se wawo agu ho a wo a wo kwa adwuma no aha na me tu me nuan mu befo se emma wani mredi wo bi anya de nipa ko ni nim no se wo hyehya wo de ono so udwiri ni de ono ade ne nsa edwiri eya na den looking at somebody who is really healthy and you compare yourself sometimes we are cry na wo kwa adwuma no eya na eya homete. I have seen it before. I look at people, I'm like, really? But to him, at a point in time, no, mama ye man edachi hu hia yen. And na afe said yan kwala ni yetete wo afa no, eno so hia yen. En chain sikagie ni yedim beto kwaku so. Because mumu bi wo ho a, se nya kwaku na wo gi a, enema bebre wo ho a obetumi ayama wo badachi a. Eno no beba mfasodie bebre sin kwakudie ya wogi ne sesie a woni hu idea ye beka about responsible parent. There's a lot of things parents have to do. It comes with a lot of sacrifices. It comes with a lot of things. It comes with the fact that sometimes ebi wo wa enema bi awo anka wo pesa wo ye no wo sheda mimi wo hwe sei Brazilian hair bro so just a mentor. And yes, I cannot afford it to. But my point is there are some things which are more better than others. And yeah, maybe who yam saying, yeah, maybe man shall Brazilian hair, me whoop, me shall will be a museum side into I'm shessing tech. Me walk when you be on competition. Me competition pan say, me ba masnim one dear, a bedi.
Yes.
The competition must set yes or wolf no, and no yam, and no yam a priority. Why? Good. Because there is another side of life in society. Last week, mom bet a program no. Me can say, "Ewo baby ya krobia bekobiya no. Ya won crophobia they are at the top.
Yes.
You will be more medal, and you will be more dax.
No correct.
So we should now who sa odasia. Pressa obeko wenim.
No correct.
Na opreko wenim a afema wasemu ade emetwa wo ho. Eno na kire se nipa udi. And yaka about responsible parenting. Me who say me was soro. Now mo me pem come say me baba soro. If you say I don't want to raise generation a baba fam.
No correct.
Me ped your baba soro. And Kwaku say me summon up amawa. And now me my whole picture ama wuafu. Na watching ya ye niema soro nko a. Na me chira will say see I will rewu nkosua. No matter how sweet it is. I bind you what the bema enunti me sa yomuno ama mema bebre we bro yachi eye ene mem ema bebre eye irresponsible.
No correct.
No correct.
No correct.
I will not apologize for this one.
It's the truth, my darling.
The reason why I wouldn't apologize and say sika ebe fufu ntini die eye fufu na de wati na nemu fifiri a wanya no wo di nyansa ne calculation to ho afei ubusika na oma wo ma ehu the other side of life wo ye niema according to no according from and na afei wo nhwe obi asaso nsa so what you say ye nyina ye betumi akwa ye lai akwaji bi nanso no tie aha na clause ne wo no me se mi twa sadi a me nim se me nuru soro ho ye nanso de ahoden ni akukuduro ne nam ye pre komanim se me abna bukua me adwoa me akosi masrimu ade a eno ya me legacy no ebe pema konanim e bi se meto sa papa e no mbetumi agina baby papa enti wudi Kwaku a ye ka Kwaku ho asem sesei fa short bi go ebe ka ne ma bibiri nti meja amasika e de question foforo a owo no aba.
Asema me person meka before we even go on with this whole Kwaku thing is that me ba UK back as an adult no me the best start say me year adwuma se nia wo kan ye no enipa de wo wiase a bedrum pempen so bi a wo behia moa enti me ba foforo no me ye madwuma enti me nim hwe kra fa Kwaku sem bia ho e bedrum re bi no na me hia moa me yare me hia moa okay enti na ese Kwaku sem has come up. Impression na niema me fifa mo no impression na me nya wo mu ne se enkofo bebre de saade ya hye o mutiri mu se wo betimi anya Kwaku ade ya e gise wanyem agye sɛ wode baby aba asase so nti na kyerɛ sɛ awoɔ no a obi wo no nyinaa no it is not that enipa nankasa hwɛ ne ho ɛne n'asetena mu a wɔpɛ sɛ wɔwo. The whole awoɔ is being pushed by the fact sɛ gye sɛ menyim a yɛbɛma me dan dɛm. England almost say yɛbɛma cancel flat. Yɛbɛma cancel flat no atena mu. Ɛno nti no kɔ na kɔnyi nsɛn na yɛma bi. Ama obi kɔ ɛde wobɛto waiting list wɔnyɛ dan a ba abɛduru baabi na kyerɛ sɛ ama baabi atena ɛde wobɛkɔ hospital hwan nkɔfoɔ nim step by step process ni nyinaa wopa ɛbɛratel ni nyinaa ɛde akyerɛ wo. Nti question a mebisa ne sɛ sister wo it's almost as if people don't actually sit down and think to themselves, okay, my worry, menya boy, many boy natena, and I'm in natena say, are we ready to be parents? Do we even want to have children? Sa conversation, yeah, me say, yeah, be bring for ni sanko mono. Nti no one say, yeah, reactive people, I tena home and sem no, a 2 year, FA na ni pe home solution. What do you say?
Okay, so let me start with a lot of people actually in a situational relationship. Mekasa situational relationship and they say at the end of many na mo to be a no it was set by force by fire. Me sacrifice baby baby. No offense to those of you who are in Germany, Austria, Italy, France, and all those places, and UK itself. And UK krano, and yen and senya you be meji ya na nkrofo don't feel comfortable being on benefits. Ye you for be joining ye na ma kwakujie bebre aba. But ahano, the system empowered women. The system empower people to be on your feet. Almost free you know will attest to that. Yeah, one crofo be bria, almost you croon, 10 years, 15 years, or near your mother. Or by you can who say the difference between when you work, benefit, and insurance amount compared to say or me myself, I've counseled a lot of people. What they didn't realize is say benefit, I'd rather put them in a very corner. Yes, to do a better na I'm a progression, I'm a brabum. Now, that is say, oh yeah, Juma, or no one a yesika or no one yene, na or no one kasa elevating a home, professional qualifications, and I say, own your qualification, and you be kakrakabia, but at least own your reward vegina swa, say empo, a coba say, yes, it will CV, and na ye bribu where Juma moa, and ya fair no betrain will be no, I am power, I'm woman. 80. No offense to those of you, but no cross them say. Obroni ye nyansani. And let me be honest with you guys. Ya when you maybe wo wa kroma fo ne mpe. Na wo ya wo se mani atim ye 2 hours and am ye 4 hours and makwaji kwaku aka ho. Onim se wo beba. Wo fo se wani ate de wonim ne se ni kromfo ne mpe se adwuma no. Ni kromfo mpe se obetna ba bia eye stagnant choked area. Enti no Mua me pe council house dying 9 dada na yes so in their system somebody must rent those houses so that the economy will go on. Enti wo beji kwaku na wo pe council flat no the be ma council flat wo bebi nipa bebre wo say last week me kan ho asem the microphone nim say council bia ni wo do kotena posh area. Yes, because you cannot afford it. So the government will give you the one he can afford on your behalf. Sa de buy no brono no so no emu de yo. Last week mo amuti a program no. Se wuntie ya kwhwe sa video because we will not go. I'll pick few things and add it up, but me share and cut through the whole thing. Now make about nature and nurturing. So what I say, baby akwala ya wono. How are you tetano? Any said you be no, baby otena ehu hia, ni pe tetano ehu hia, nkrokwa woni omudi agro ehu hia, baby ani suku sa niema nyina your friend and nurturing no ehu hia. Ni sent no if you get 1 foot wrong by social statistics, once one of them goes wrong, it affects long term. Unless say term rectify situation, enupo no se nyame anya wadom na de na koso for certain number of years years rectifying it no eya na nye easy sa the sent no Kwaku obu wo a hu no say ye no right we so odi sister menka say nya wo right the make no say the nania bra wo bobra no ewo advantage ewo wo so. Why? Because wo kwa akopɛ biribi kura mefa no say na nsen ye ka so mo free yi yu mu ni ade bebre antumi anya de kire say wo Kwaku enti no owo akwanya obetumi di obi aba na so Kwaku dia na wo je no eno kra suppress sa opportunity na anka obetumi di obi aba na wabeso mu na ma abrabo na ye easy eho disqualify wo
good
wo Kwaku a eniema bi wo a wuntumi nye. For instance, you cannot save more than 4,000 or 5,000 pounds in your account. As a matter of fact, there shouldn't be money in your savings account because you said you cannot afford. Consistently, so job center na ukojia, will be a friend of work coach. Na offer. Mama can be the dynamics are going to change just as financial system they collapse say you know benefit system no most no COVID the yechi say in case you don't know inflama the whole world is going bankruptcy. The whole world economy is shaking. The whole world financial system of the economy is also going to change. Who that begin to start looking for job.
Exactly.
Because at a point in time, the government cannot afford it.
Correct.
Ye kuro mu ha na nka wo 5 nkwala ni nyina no mutua child benefit ni ade. Financial crisis ne ba ye no conservative government buy no say sa nkwase asem no onye biom. Obetua nkwala mienu pe wo bi ka ho a eno na ye wasem.
Yes. I
know say after this COVID se bibia koto din a it's just that say a situation a woman they are not thinking about money. But after COVID na bafem no e ka ban na buragu ho nyina sika yetua mankrofo nyina no e wo si omo pekwa bi so no omo sanje ne back beside you mu nti no why adwen say chronic somebody who does not want to work why a chronic tourette no start renewing your mind. You will thank me. Who start here to anamon may come a buafu no start here to one amon because it is coming, it is looming and check. Achakrana by August, who say, Baby, Kwaku so yare, who's were doing yes, doctor ho, my doctor no benefits for some. Obi okra when you stroke, a young pass when you stroke, yes,
yes.
Okay, when you stroke, you can sit down and receive telephone calls. No, mama, will you because stroke me on sabako, the other hand is okay. There is a whole lot of the system is going to change. Now, if you are smart, you start looking of other avenues you can make money or work because things are not going to be the same. The system in such a way say, onim sawo when yate. Into ba ya say owo a. Enti baby o cry say jama nyin send di 3 months at say Italy. Ene Germany ni ade no. Nyin send di 3 months no. Eno e ma yetime the man krata ni ade. Na wo hwe ye kuro mufuo eni brebre a. Omo de aye niam ma bi mu ho kuro apagya e wo mo system ni mu. Enyam na me ba be ka ho asem. Obi ne yire wo ho tie sa enye enibre a me na me yire ebiam na eja kwasi ana me ni asomasi obente na wo ho enibre wo ya fanti eja kwasi na enyin nseme me se koka se ye wei ba tie o koka se wei ba na ye nton ade ne nyinsen ne ma no ne ya ton ne ya gisika oton na gisika enuru ho no mo a afa beto baabi no na wo se papa ne tue say a whole lot of mess and chaos we've caused for ourselves. Enya bone se wonua ni bi na obefa saa kwan ne so hwe anano na me ka kire mo se obrayi abroye chi a ye ba yi ukuta choro na ewom enya na me na me ka Bible say Abraham tu kwan edu baabi na ne yire Sarah na o say ye ni nua ba
no correct
ewo ho from tetete ewo ho ewo trosim ne wo trosim ntimi gidi say A told the bill one no drew baby. A bill or idea you would crowd to me deny because a circumstances na do na. And listen, last Friday, now me soft mommy be me plus one worker says sometimes the intent of what you are doing is what matters to God.
Yes.
A bad then now when you who saw bear could afford the sika about to nipa bebre be who a yadwine and a botaya net or bear could afford any a command or they yadiano and only here. Now say a greed a yenibre. Yeah, that means me ye be chinchine trying dear. Begin to rethink because ya start yama and your ma won't papeni friend will be da or be uncle. What kind of society are we breeding? Abrafo nya so munimu they know. They know. I am telling you, I'm giving you this for free so that you begin to malign your head with what is going on and begin to see how you are damaging your kids by your own hands. And yes, they say abrafo na your slave master de aba eshu. Na mo said they ya program o na we di brisika. Na won so pesa wo trasa wo ya adwo smart nti. Ono so the book munyanse bi ti. Enti what we say the way the system is running no I start miss Kwaku na ma misappropriation of say Akolani Foundation I started say because my any briska. Why do I say that? Maybe baho. Obeka sister say we beto ye gina meji child benefit enya bone eno e de ye sika o matwa to ama akwala bia na ye ka de emma obitimi gya adwuma ye na odi akwadworo bo ne ho safo hene onyare hwenya no ana oyade ye kura sese wankasa nim se wo ho ato enso no tinchina atwan Kwaku nti no afi bia na owo na wo sister wa hoden so na wo te no enti ebedu time e wo se uye adwuma ehyem e beef up o pension no na wa ye mere wo hu babia ye be ma ketewa bi ni ama mekese because me nyi bi da in my youthful age time me wa hoden me ye adwuma time a wo so wa hoden no ye chibom wo tefa akọ na wo produce na wo be 6 wo be 10. That is not my fault. Your choice. But make sure say enye Kwaku de be ma minti na me wo bebre. Enye say me wo a menye obi ama na kosan enti so sanya menya kura 5,000 4,000 I'm asking pay 1,000 bia ye ntoma ba ko menya ntoma num ntoma nsia enti na me de na ekọ ye wo amansan tentanso enti niam na bi wo se me fra ho ntoma amonim they know because akwalani benyin na efie na otimu no ye frɛ we afe ye frɛ we akenten ye frɛ we Paul ye frɛ we Douglas between nkwala siblings amaame na wo no oba penny no won say what kind of life is my mother in? Why am I called John? And na we di akenten na we di we. Enti one say nature versus nurture na sem na meka no. One kasa de wonsa. Say wo ma no. Because of how the system you belong to the system. You don't can statistics. Remember say one way you beto one. One the system need to bua one. Obi wo kra no ye junkie alcohol ni ade nti say ontimi nya adwuma omo no abrofo na eje no eno na mo moje oni capacity odi ye adwuma nti no da Kwaku so. But you have capacity, you refuse to work. It means that you are damaging your seed. A simple arithmetic. Enti mo amwo Germany, Austria ne hwan no mahu se mo mantimi mpem nko won anim. Ya wo no wa wo ba no okrom ho. What it in wokrom ho? Yes, still. Ontumi academically, on nadamfu broni no, oni broni fita call the same class. And so you say, Obano, entimi anchro kasa ni ye, enti wentimi anteni. Enti obema wo form for madwuma. Mo bi wo a, mo ye cleaner, mo tompa. Obana wa be wo no ho no so start tompa. Ono so ye care job ana so ono so ye for. Menka se no nya adwuma. But the American said there is a lot of potential in those kids than that. You might be doing that as a survival because una obeye triasebo no una oye foundation
sacrificial lamb. Yes una oye sacrificial lamb. Said the last thing me kan yen say akwantu oye ayotui ebi wo hwa nya awofo no ne benefit na mom subsequent generation
bi ebedi ho no ene ebedi yie na se ye tro biography ya tro se eye wasomesi a obetena aburuchire ena wo ye ena wo ba be ye sei ena ntina me de maame na owo lutin no me ka se aye no mayor no na maame ne maame ene tu kwan na obedi ne pa ena ode ne ba ebe aburuchire asakwala abaya ena abaya na beko school ena wakọ law school ena wa ye courses ena ne watimi ogina mna hye bedwam e wo ngire si ha so what you say and it's because of the foundation the mother laid for her. I bet you say sa abayiwa no life wasn't easy but utie ne kasemu a mother sacrifice putting on doing all the birthdays and other things and the says kind of man called private school which your community no ko ka ho asemu a in UK hano your government school and your private school said your Ghana no. The difference is say private school is very expensive. It's not a cheap thing. And so nim alatani bi ye cleaner oko KICC na ne software attraction the important say ne babe ko grammar school ne babe atani enti woni ne be cleaning woni ne be care job but he will do everything say ne babe atani. One of the good things about it is say wonyi kwaku a ubetimi aye adwuma na what you are extra tuition na make ho asem last week enti oba kotro grammar school exams na se pass ya obenya part scholarship tie mi ha part scholarship na kire say esan se wo ba no nim ade academically wa ma na sua ade na oni omo ben fo na ekwa akosua ade no enti no ba no etumi no won si akan de a aban no se metua half which makes your life easy even if you are a single mother. A lot of Nigerians do that. He will sacrifice tuition, pay £100 a week, and now £100 every 2 weeks. Then 11 plus exams and the banner chat. And now say exams are a show of primary, education, secondary, na the banner chat. Or per school or per grammar school. I bet you said there are a lot of grammar school before say ahano and na say wo not last week make can say what is system nasia and tie kwaku dia system ase Ghana fo nim kwaku system dia assessing ne ba education bi san ne begina hekra na ototo papa so o tie kwaku dia ase mo same baby e be ma ne ba na ateni enti obetumi atena German or your German old boy guy hwan but how even the education system runs in Germany he doesn't know. It is there. One of the sad things is mo ka other languages are enya brofo no. Obroni beka said the small print you don't understand because every crowd with German Italian ya wo kan no wo Espanol ya wo kan and now Dutch ya wo kan a broken one. A broken one. And now enko ye said wo pese ohun ne sa nti cross bi wo hokra won ti ase.
No correct.
Even ya wo UK make us say oba betumi akọ grammar schools yi ebi wo hokra na anadwe ya make us say na what say grammar schools no ubetumi ama wo ba asua ade oba wo atimo say oba na ben wonu say oba ni nimade tie me oba ni nimade grammar schools no so almost start select one kwala ekọ good schools I mean say ye schools na almost selecting kwala na almost select wo ko posh areas. So what you say? Enti alatani betumi aya prapra adwuma ne kunu so ye adwuma instead say ye bekotena aban dan mu a eben baby a sebe won adwuma ana ahiafo no baby aban de won tena no no wakotena baby a eye upscale kakra because all schools ne ye better enti wo wutua ebia rent 1,002 alatani ne mind so betua rent 1,006 extra no. Why? Because school now will be 1,006 no perform better than yours.
Yes.
Maybe so. Before the door saying na baby I would say no. Unim your friend be offset. Minim said the German for mobile friend. Ya wo kuobi anadwuma kuobi a ehwe school so. Na wo baby a minim said the Germany Italy for mobile friend mo de ba me to UK into UK de na minim. Your friend be offset. Na offset na hwe school pon school nketwa enti afi bia no ebi ye mo de 6 months ebi de ye mo de yearly ye de report bra extra performance at school now oba ne kono league no be league table no be bi omoda se omo ko ni yi o ana school no aba fem ana won ahoden so ate won ade kire no sa ne manema nyina Ofsted no etro eda hopete aha you cannot be ignorant about the law who we buru kire the law is there ade ade da hopefe nti udi meka se mehu obroni fancy you na mum it is up to you to look for it o meka nkire wo wo na wo se ohwehwe sa ne asem no enti meka about say wo je no ebe affect on we na deba wo ti Germany sabrosho hwan mmobom mukuro no Italy o ti Russia o ti hwan nti yese akola bia wo a ya ma 300 400 no akwaji adi enti no 3 years call maternity on kwa adwuma back sister wo na wudi hu abro sika de ni de na mom de osori ekwa adwuma no ne saa yomu no samo de saa de ni hye mutiri mu se awofo se yen foundation na anya yi but ma ba abro kire masi nkete se e wo se me ba edi yi a enema bi wo ho a you sacrifice for it. For instance, menkase wusi dan wo Ghana enye eye pa eye na mom ye kwa Ghana me bisamo wadi ya na yesen wadi Ghana acha eyesen 4 weeks 5 weeks aha na wote aha na wunyini eburo yachi na wasefo wo hwe kwan se wo mu bedi yi tubu for say enese wutie mi a ma ohini no entintim wo babia wodi wuti beto ene babia o tete wo ma because at the end of the day a dama you see 10 bedrooms 8 bedrooms 6 bedrooms wo Ghana no mo mayi beniya wo mo mpe enye oho no mo nyiye oni mo bia wo ho okobo afeku enti se wo kwa aso ma wo ma mfaso won ayesa mistakes no Ghana for yen ka no kore nanso me bonya me mpa yese menya old boggers bi menya mpanimfo yi bia won waya a wo bo won sa no nanka obi be ka na kosem kirewa eniama ne bi wo hwa yete wo back door amma ye nyasuahunu bi se won wa ye wo ha no e wo se ye ma ye niku won ho afa we tie me ewe enibuku bia mu eye miminim de e na me de chew yen tworo wo ba bia ukotena kuro bia so a tie me last week me my prayer point be there for I hope say mo am betie mo koye ho adwuma enne me de bi ba be kan ho ukotena kuro bia so a pe adeko a edi hini e wo ho kuro bi wo ho a se awadefo tena bom ana se ehye awade mu nkena no ebi ni ho srade a ye de hye awade mu kena ebi ni ho be kasa tumi a emani partner se oba ni okunu na yetete ba na yehwe ba no saa tumi no emma ho kwan niam a edi hini wo kuro no so no emma ho kwan ma saa de no anya adwuma enti mo bi wo ho a eno ase ye ya bro no a wakotena so enti sa bro no akwarensa fo tumi na edi hini unim se eho no manso sam na edi hini edi no kra bro no akotena so kra wa misam abakosem ana wo tete ba wo but remember said unya kotena mu a tumi e wo ho na edi wuso some of you abro ya chi aya bayi me ma baby to say America won say wo be hu ayese be ma wo awu be eku merima etwa merima nkwa na so eku merima you get the American dream, but what price are you willing to pay? This thing that I'm telling you, sometimes when I put these things here, you people have no idea some of the attacks, but I'll give it to you for the sake of an educational purposes of what we are doing. It's very imperative that you understand what you are putting yourself through.
Okay.
You get the American dream. I can attest to that. Buy the big house, buy a big ride, all that. But the system is killing the men. In Marimana, will be reproduced after their kind, you know. To be huna berima we. Krobia one die. Enti krona wote so no. Wo ye Christo ni mapa, wo ye Muslim ni papa, wo ye Buddhist ni papa, whatever wujidi no. Find out. Die tumi na edi bro no na mete so no eso. deɛ to me nam de me ho akɔhyɛ aseɛ deɛ na edi him hwehwɛ saa deɛ no ti bebree nya American dream no oba no yankunu oba bɛɛma bi enwu a ɔdam oba baabi anya junkie a teenage pregnancy is rampant. The same thing apply to UK. The system is such a way say it sounds say on mine mu enye den saa na mu ade yo no one who say okache Ghana ni say onsua ade ye bribia you see that's a very huge thing. I can attest to say enye easy say when you ekọ wanim to say de meti we na me si me kosua me sua de and I'm struggling. That is the gospel truth. Enye easy enye better saa. I just said, wow, I been more drop papa, yeah, ain't you know, like you more quetchy pan, easy man. But my just a majority for a very long time coming to pick myself up, ain't it? I will more a yet, mammy. Ain't it say no unsing, get to say, I want to make a change. Some may do baby, I made you a mission and me, me mamma baby. Because they say lockdown in school, you go feet, me family book, for a book. What am I teaching my kids? A time will come. Me banner better must say me yes, sir. Yeah, you are. What's a concert party and in baby a champua? We are no actually Nollywood kakra. No, ain't Sanya man, what do you produce? I was talking about nurturing any nature. And yeah, me what and one you reproduce it kind. What am I saying here? Say to me, I bribi kakra different. So me to change the status quo. It is up to me to do it. And yeah, a system no neba be ya mame debi. Amenka bribi nto wa adwene mu. Abrofo na ya mo sem ma ebi before no engime mpem nko kan no. Oma fa teachers wo mo kiro mo ma na de o. Tanye the system na de ma won ko a. Obroni na ono what the same area, impoverished area na. O man ne ko the same school no. Se obeka no kra kire wa. Ne bano enya extra tuition they don't tell you. O dia no to do mass. O dia no de kwa yie. O dia no de kwa Ghana. Obroni because he wants aspire to let a child be greater than him or her no. Obetime de ne ba akọ museum ne other places for educational purposes. Enti ye ba so abrofo we dey no munisika na openya holiday guano. Some of them are for educational purposes. Obroni can drive or take a plane 6 hours and just go to a museum. Ghana ni apart from so do man be ko Ghana he fa bi na no mako. Enye ye bi de be ba na be free Italy akọ France. Ebi wo kra wo kwa wo fa wo manko. Ehe na wo do bako for educational purposes. It man will say nipa kakra bi Ghana for kakra bi na wo sa nimdie no. And what says you no one man be ya akese. Obi to say President Kufuor never paid the president that it is likely so be a president. Fly Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings when you be called the Bazanato is now an MP as is coming the way I am seeing things and Chesa by one case or standing for presidential NDC focus on businesses as presidential candidate obefa. Papaya General Mosquito. Matese ne ba ye MP so ye bribi. Sa, what am I telling you? Ye won who say nim de no won no be dey adwuma sam na nim fifire de ne ba. Ono education minister no de ne ba aba school e wa bruchire. It is an investment, you have no idea. Extra tuition, you have no idea. He will fight for the child to go to the top of the schools. Yes, there are racism, baby, but if you can afford it, obroni ni choice. There is racism. Begin to ghetto the mind of your child. Yes, everything I do, when you go, put on your shame, have a thick skin. You are there to learn any other thing. And you can impact on your child.
No correct.
This kind of conversation, what in Germany, said the police how him or her to conduct herself. And there is likely say police. So if you don't teach your child how to be still when the police says stop, Raise your hand, raise your hand. It's not time for you to be bantering with the police, because after all, I've told you, some of the system, they are there to actually kill the life of our boys. And see, the system can frustrate your child, but one say, Obadi and Sako can be and was a worker. Now your children know them. Baby, Ghana for baby, ma, Eddie them or Canada, Germany, Austria, who be son or so, because you one I would add. Baby, it's a fact, it's a criminal. That is what it is. Because foundation was wrong. The parent did not impact anything in the child. Being a parent, who is a parent even to start with? It is not just buying clothes and putting roof over the person's head. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. And no one sem na ye ka wahano. Ejuma mo hwe se me the manual bi beba how a responsible parent is. No. But I'm shaking certain tables e bia wo wadwene ma so. Enye se mato atade designer Dolce Gabbana me de me back original designer outlet atama no eno nya batete. It goes beyond that. Now, even before an oba be responsible, no, you, the adult who is nurturing the child, must be responsible enough. You can't say obi irresponsible. It goes beyond say me this care to table so. And now me ma kola na one house. There are some moral and near maybe a akwala free the this kind to hono. Then the yarn at the bind subi wa what's up with danadi. Emma akwala no edi akwala ni tiri mu dem na ma oye bribi or ye bribi abra woni ho a watumi ahunu say where your papa where your bone, how would my parent take it, how would they see it? But if whatever they see around them are chaos, then akwala no wo impression we say that is how it's been done. Me community na me film no sa na omo ye nti some of you mo ma ehwe yen with social media eniama amoye no. Enti oko school ya fra say obana bobia ana wadi obi atem ana he has spit on somebody, he has loved somebody. It is what they are seeing you do. Natural no the okunu no the bia oya kire no and na ono so practice.
Auntie, sister, auntie. Hi. Thank you so much for what you've said so far. And I'm a person boss. One. Okay, same be said. Enkofo amoji Kwaku no. A lot of them are entitled to it. Now, I agree with you, but I also want people to really understand. Nenke kani yeye Ghana for no, right? Inim ebi ofi Ghana ba legitimately amao na waba anasi amao na wawa beye na wabenya. The understanding that I want people to get is that when you're saying you're entitled, what the hell do you mean? Because a chrono so for no mame for no nye sacrifice bi man penimphobia and fa adrian to ho say system no mu no enkofo bi bre nti yesese sika eto na ye no ye the portion bi to ho na they are supporting krofo a where would this money be? Then you say nkro bebre ho ye kro Ghana sa system we don't have it. Nti wo na we decide say obawo ba wo hwa oba Nyame kama na kosie ni say yes you are entitled, it's true, but some people no enkofo no duduo na sister omo gisa Kwaku yi womo contributed to economy ne da womo nya adwuma dakro yentwi chance mu dakro yempra dakro, but they feel they're entitled to getting Kwaku yi. Why? How?
So like I was saying, that kind of mindset and the ma say obadachi. Why? Because the child grown up to see you not actually working. So bibia Kenya kwala no mane nye bribi extract na afọ ebi eni abra ye sua de ye be ko school pon ye be ye niema akese ye wadi suadi hunu no onu oni bi. Because the onim ana environment free mu no ye de ya ne se yakwa yie yakọ party ya ye sitting birthday enti onene maame ti nyina na otere maame so ne maame ehwe kwan se by the time obedi 18 no ti not to no offense, but more Germany no can attest to what I'm saying. Obadi 16, 17, I won't say Mlante ne free Ghana abano, epo bi ni nanyam. na start obey ho ayefu obey na maame no so pentem ama akwala no afiri no so nti no to the extent say we nipa ko aba be ware ne ba no kra no you will sika bi ayeje wo mfa hin kusi he hwan all those rubbish abusiafo yi wo ma wo ba kwa saati bia ni mu eye saa ayefro no ekotena mu a okwa ayefro na then what actually is it in that your child's hands aha na irresponsible nsem no started enti it's coming from an irresponsible home where the father or the papa or friend of her uncle because e won krata mu no papa ne ti baby ne krata akra ni wonti owia no ho Nicodemus li no abeda obehu ana maame na nyem omo ye single so afi bia wo nyem how that happened I don't know enti onyiye ohu si ye friend no wofa because e won krata so no ntime friend da obi ne kosan ye ne mfa hen kusihe ye nya yensam ne dogs ti right from day one ya started at the body be shan kwala ni tirim ntro die ntro ti akwala ni benyin wo hwe akwala o free correct home structured home and throw nya bibia that child take it lightly but ufa akwala o free baby ya programming na adwen ya kire no said yon kasa obi bebo pono a tene maame wo ho yifo bebo pono a omo ya minim say yes continent de o yare a omo inspectorate me ba fie ho e be hwe so wo fie because you have to be at home at certain time other for wonni prison na Kwakugie amoye prisoner no nyansa ben wo munti ya wo saa e wo sa wo ba fie at certain time no say wo ba person okobo football and na oye any extra curriculum activity which is outside your vicinity. How do you support your child to do it? The saint no bakura ntumi nye. It is sad say who sa sad ye no elemetew e wo mapuntu ho a aha na megina kire wo say menka say you are not entitled to but mede me badaache ebegura topre akwaje bibi atafre ana se mema me badaache ho ahia me to the extent say I will do anything in my power to let my child attain whatever he is able to attain in life. Se me yesa de ban na me ba ne gina baabi o hokron a edan no nya fe na mikosi ama mesi bi kuraje misika bi na mmom me ba bechi bi kuraje loan atofie muwa ama me enti se me kwa akwaje Kwaku no mu bi wo a especially one wa ewo Europe no bebre se enye UK no ba ya anka onim se wo abrochira wutime todan old burgers bebre wa Germany Austria hwan they have the money the requisite to even buy a house at that place but because of lack of knowledge they didn't know. What they know is they go to the bank, they give them credits. Your mom is no atam kuku no the kogana no atam kuku no akoshe no aba. What he didn't know say baby awoteno he could have even buy a house. Nanka watu every nkrofo baby Ghana fo bebregu no akotena baby na upscaling the batachi. He didn't know. But he lived in Germany, lived in Austria, lived in Canada, lived in those places for 30 solid years. Meanwhile, he could afford, he had the credit, he could afford it. What you people don't know, say, which made it 20,000, 15,000 Ghana. All you need to buy a house was 10,000 euros. You have 10,000 physical cash. You walk to a bank, I need to buy a house. Ask him how it's being done. Lawyer, your fan is saying, send your yano. Oh, Misa. Hey, yes, I brought you told you and I want you and or the sa not in the name, any sa. Ain't he? Akwalani grow up send now for yes, the way they talk, the way they think, the way they do their things. Ain't he? Sawasha. Europe one kwala one what we kasem. Any chrono motesono. Ekasem because ne maami ni mudin to the new school so kind of letters man. Everything about their parent the child knows. And through woody dia akolani ni nyina. Ti bibia ono akolani na yema. So at a point in time bebre ma emu won because they are in control. Akolani is the onunti ni yema osika no. Ninchi na wote ha. Because letter no the kind man onim content of the letter. So what you say? Said the akwala kind sentence and you're right. Saying you're right. Ehe. Ntanwa say maame no one na musa. Obi wo wa. You could have done things better. It is not too late. Ebia wo tie me. Oba baako ase niamo ade yobi oji ne mpani fie so no ntokwa akwala ne di yaw sent me maame enya nimdie o hwe na danfo bi ane maame aye niema differently and na wo ka sent na me maame nim se nya nse ya na odi wo ho yaw ti ntokwa na ekoso no obi ya say oba kra de ne babro kira no no wa ya ka debi your child is speaking a language you are not ready to listen. You are making it difficult for the child to also express his inner feelings towards what is going on. He doesn't even have words to articulate because on to me can't tell mama say mama ni nyansa. And on to me can't tell mama say mama papa ujin kwala agro. Ya wu ya dachi na wudi di agro. So they have started rebelling at the age of 15, 16. It is not rebellion say kwala na swording, but it is rather speaking to you, telling you say begin to check what you are doing with my medachi. Me can obisa ne ba te praka. And so me nya abotre ne akwala ne kasa no na akwala ne ka kire me say my mother thinks when I go to school. He doesn't even ask me here in the course of school. So what happened? Say whether I have a good day or a bad day. He doesn't even understand what is going on. And I'm saying, have you tried talking to her? Anytime I'm talking to her, he say, wait. Ebu I know a movie.
Imagine.
He's building something on Kwajuma. And she said, Oba eba the can so much lewa. A dear and money would say Wubeti. I don't know. Mentina Italy da. But Obina Eka me say, Italy there is control. So what's on Kwajuma? The control. The science who cook room was so bad at a particular point in time. And I was asking the mother, oh, Uncle Los Mikitan Palamians, and I'm thinking, who bass up a so extra school program. How do you go? Also, say I'm falling within that time, Nadia. Mean to menko. In other words, the Banipon school no bad. That's the Akolana Shedem. That same school, Akolebin Sukoho, Nemami Bruni, they can be in that local school now, Banakona. But what they do differently is they have other support. So the Bani new maths and the Bani Nadia was subject to be more. Sama Mekono. Enya daji de ne ba na akosa ba bi kono ballet dancing or the ne football or the ne bribi or the ne. What else do you have? Nothing. Apart from their system, you have not actually invested in that child. You have not invested any time in that child. You have no idea because how to even handle akwala in a foreign land. No, you are not really integrated also to the corona wabasono. Anyhow, so you end up having a child who is anyhow.
True.
So what I say, but the wire intentionally wanted a daughter or a son to integrate, be part of the country the child is in. Invest more. Or percent or answer handa wuhini wo anya no wait. Mama Okita, American passport. Think like them, behave like them, do things like them. Some of you are having Italian, France, Austria, but the mentality I would say it's archaic, it's not updated, and yet up to date, and yet standard. That is why Oba Fem Amu were down because of Kwekujie. It is the truth. Some will not like Wahum. Kwekujia conversation be very uncomfortable. But trust me, I've done things differently, no. Say Ghana for be bring kanokra na say ombe kanokra. They will tell you, say, by doing things differently, even though it is hard, no, I have seen the results. I have seen the results. It is not easy. The make actually will get easy. Especially when I was talking about this grammar school thing. Before your word can get a grammar school, first day, blessing man the platform. So I don't know, say, or was so she will tell you. Grammar school, tablet, tablet, laptop, almost spec be a wasa ubenya when he's going to that school. Why? Because I didn't know what we say. And every now and then, they even on uniform, the way they behave. Sam kwalana ni and namu misa and Fiase Wakuto on also social media. So who be son never back echo one of the grammar schools, baby you're tino. It is not easy. The day I saw that lady cry, na also or ye go find me in Crawford tenase. He's a mother, Okitankwala. Was said he doesn't want to be in the system. This is a young woman. He's striving to show the man said things can be done differently. Not Ghana first, go find me. But that Kolano Cabri before I understood from a different angle. And today it has paid off. Vanya, grammar school. I am proud of that lady. Single parent, single-handedly, paying for extra tuition. £40 an hour, London. Na Senebano echo 2-3 times a saying. Ain't na oda Kwaku enye ye. Was so sorry. Then again, as a man me crona, was say or sanko fan kwalana di omukwa classes or di yesi. But in a way of reaching out, no, and maninya solution in a sense say, omo anom ye single mothers, oma fem, na omunim said ye no, begin to teach her how he will manage her time. And even if it means say jumana wo ye no time bibra, go and look for qualifications and then do something which is flexible. Then you can have time to also support your kids.
Okay.
And today she's reaping Danny birthday or no answer matoka mama. I was happy for that girl. And now I was happy because it was an answer to his critic. It's not waiting for any man to buy her a car, but he has bought a car for herself. He's living good now. He's okay. I mean, for a single mother and the kind of life a womb or new so, but the son in the day and making sure say he's top on the kids' education. That is a perfect mother. It is not easy. You have to give. Because you can't eat your cake and have it.
No.
If you want to change the stethoscope, something have to give. And obi wo hwa ebia bibi fashion baswa who say wo yebi anya tete kwa na wo ye the vision ideology a ordinary mabrabo dem no enya dressing na ye dress no ene hia no bibi wo we atare bia me ebia me pam na 5 years 6 years me she. Why? Because me knew be any competition. Okay. Actually, me na me bie ho. Ti me wo we me per simple star. Me pensem hu bi e be chekere me amato ade na gu. Da bi. Actually me an me bie ho. Me ye me slemo a na ma bo ho. E ya me amede a.
No credit.
Me to me ahye no time me pe. Me ha me se me repeat ata obi wo ho a. De bi ya pa de mo no. Yabra nyame boy ye opa de mo no sa brabo no do si wani so a ye ka so obi nkotua £40 yi sa nkrofo no nesoro ne fo ma ne de wo de address shepe no de gina ho no
okay
nesoro ne fo nyina afa me ba me nua ma no so na me ka say kro bi wo ho a esai ma na esai ma nti no generation bi abeye bi e na bi to aso nti it's a visual cycle. Ena koso ye wo fie Ghana no na ankabarima etua school fees to aduane ma ne ma eye sei ye ba abrochire ya wo pese one woda enyinsen wo na wo ahwohwe wo ho enti owo hwei be ma bi wo ho a ontua dan ka opedan free pese odadan mu free opese okokwan so free opese aduane a wo bedin so opani free. Na ubisa ne se ne sika ode yedan a ontube nkyiraw
correct
ontube nkyiraw amana ye irresponsible. He doesn't even know how to even handle money because obi wo ho a ote abrochire 10 years ni ana yire da Kwaku so te ne yire na address da baabi e na ne yire ti baabi onim se de atua dan ka me se me no obi ana yire se madwuma se me de direct debit no to wo account awade na gu awade no egu because sika fa na account ye ti dan ka keke afri ne sika mu no afa no wahu se na yire ne bre dia na mpesa meka wa ha se enu system na ma member be Brian very irresponsible because adwene bi hye ditire mu se man hwe no kra na aban buapaye ai ubo hu no ne ma na pre ho sika na aban de ma ho no eye sen e na he ne de ma wo busumi biara one na yire bo atwede ye obi no na yire ti adwo anwoma denden so adan ya sika na aban de ma na yire no on kan kire me e wo so ka kire me ahe na wonya minim say the aban de ma. When I see men like that, I pity them. Because listen, whether aban ma wo yire sika o or ma wo yire sika o, your prime responsibility is to take care of the home. And you said ye. When you are waiting for the system to take care of your world for you, your prime responsibility as a man, not sabe, a seed has come out from it, and it's a obesha. The science in the member rough. Why? Because Tama, pamu be because when you're responsible, no, na obinswa or ti baby and a hand mukika no pentam where the sabema quadrofo no episode in the question them. So we are breeding a lot of irresponsible. I am sorry, I'm not going to polish this one. We are breeding a lot of irresponsible men in our society.
Yes, we are.
A lot, a whole host of them. In the name of say, Kwaku, ewo hontino, or none any da system naso. There be bra, there be. But brano, according to say obiye ni hokra na sen ye behwe ye ma. Ama wo papa ni baby a owning ewo relationship na owo no ehu ne papa dwuma den a oye. Eye moral ayi a sika ntumi nto.
David.
Babrabo no kire wo baba ma se obarima unyi a wo hweba. Me ne wo maame awade ye egupu a still me ye ja. Na ma sade se ja no I want to do it. Show that to your son. A lot of people say relationship no kosawa. He doesn't want to take responsibility. And so jina sorry them. Hey, yeah, here baba. Hey, nyami wontie. Nyame onte wonka. Onte the day na we no so wonte. Because your first responsibility, your first ministry is your word. Oba wasimu ade. And your first response. The family. If you know that is your first ministry. Oh, your software, oh, your elder, oh, your deacon, oh, your aswadibo. Oh, first ministry, not to your software. Some of you who fed them software, who software man, now more clock rooms. Wow, babo, didn't cry now with Tiatia. And Yamasom. And Yamasom. And can say, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And thy father and your mother. But all kind of want to see a same I will for a young full mabo or hot the young about that. A young can on the count now, Makalane Kanya, who was said yen who not said ye. Who fool babo? We are can't actually woman, what a two who go man so. Oh, no, was said yet, Tiankola, Papa be a while back. Where is that? Sit on the TV. Sit that. Hey, TV crown collection, but oh, background you do. Winter bay we coffee bi mu na wo pa wom because anya maame na fault maame na bread obenya no otimi to egu electricity ni mu enti enkwala ne tia wo man hye socks hye socks saa so na what de nkwala no
ne hwene mu susonsuo oh
hwene mu ngoda the ba hwene mu ngoda odofo ye ka about responsible parenting no enye ntade designer obetama wo ma ba ye ka apejade a eye niam a de hye ye metri mu ebra nkwala ne yin no eno hu nkomo na mpese me nudi na enye se de obia pese wo kire se we are the Joneses enye no bia asem na mpese me ne wo ka me ne wo ka apejade a eye moral sa ye de hye nkwala mu e kire nkwala wa hu se our behavior speaks volumes to our kids. Our behavior speaks a lot to our kids. Some of you have no idea what some of the things we do. Unwritten codes, but that is the very thing. Correct. You see, a trend. That is where the nurturing was coming from. Just the devices of Niama ekoswa enye bia no se woye bia akwala na hwe woye obi a owofo a ntanka nokre woni nokra bonsa ho bibia age odi ntro me na me kwa asore na me sofo bisa me se ade na okra ma asore me se wada Why? Because me me free if you know wada. Why should I tell us of what's so kwaduma? Ebia na me be gyina ho. Ayentro na medino. Enti da kro me ban so ye bibia. He thinks say, "We didn't trust me, it's all right."
After all, you like too. Yeah.
Yes, you people think some of the behaviors your kids work as a son am ti obwa. Wo de hwe ne bi ya na wo ye hwe trends bi ya na wo ye. And nkwala no they are smart. Nkwala ya wo mu say e wo aburo achi, they are smart. They are very smart. By the time you say Jack, they are gone. Enti na me catch there awofo say, you always have to be one step ahead of your child, irrespective of your level of education. Akwara betimi wo book mu nyansa, but won so fafie nyansa bi toto niema bi ho. Bebia wo sinto wa, you cannot match up no, go for help. Seek help. Look for somebody who is of the same caliber as your child. Enroll with those people so that they can impart something in your child. Awufo bebre wo hwa wo hu se oba is warm up to somebody, but insecurity ma akwala ne nkoni pa ne ho na ma impact bia ni pa ne wo no watumi di ama no ana no metina na mka chem se bia megina bia mekoso aka, because that people they make a huge impact. I didn't come from a home like how you people see me. Couple be a minimum na de me ko omo fie. I'm not ashamed to say it. I went there, and as I saw the way a father calls a daughter to teach her, share na dear, and then the baba kasa, man the baba ne feel say, oh ye princess, and more being treated you, that values I learned it from somebody. Up to date, sir, if you they still see me as part of them. Why? Because papa ne mentor me. They realize say when I come to the house, I watch them. I even watch the way they talk. Mimi fie ni emfa trinity. I won't be hypocrite. Now where be another crowd to be a year so be emfa trinity. E fie ho man ko boarding house. It can if na come see how to use fork and knife. Think about it. Not me fie emfa trinity. What don't say didi. Watch your kota on say sim emu yetema wa chensim na don't say didi. Mumu bi wo ho a saa de ni nyina mo ansua nti mo konipa mu ne ya mam fork knife fra na mo ho akyerem. But me to me boas na me kofie ho a said the obotena sididi wo dining table so ye didi a yen kasa, maybe we can pass some slight comments by when shada kasa when we are on the table. I learned it from that home. I went there looking at them, how they use the fork and knife. I went there looking at them, how their mother, when is sipping water, or turn a boasina or resana no, say or kasa, or tenasi, I said your tenasi rabem, said your tenasi confidently, who was a catch and a badona, don't shred back, stand properly, ninana meshe. And they saw, say, it is something I want to learn. Some of you, ebia na ukwa sorry, ebia uwa down for be, oba warm me up to that person. Bribe wo mo bro no so ana asori awoko wo ye single mother when we say oba ni obi ye very fine. Find out what is in that person. That is why my child warms up to that person. Bibi wo ho a wo maame no ana awofo no muntumi nya onya wo say nipa no ho. Your child might not have words to articulate, but they are smart enough to pick up what they want. Some of the things they want traits be from Krofobi. And then that person will be your years. Now, my oba ekwa maniem opo a confide woni mu a. Ebi a wo teenage boy bi, o ye single mother, akolai ne ntwahwe wo keka na nkakra akra, o ye mother. How would a young boy of 15 years ba catch her say puberty after your sorry and na dey age na so or person catch wo kra na o ebi a ye hwe movie bi na obi kisi kra na dey ya sorry. Oni self, have you asked yourself how abrofo nkwala they can watch movie ye kisi ye smooch obi but yes still ade na sorry and your self control, it's in his mind. Emotional intelligence, they teach them indirectly. How much they want manu indirectly. The kids have seen their parents when they are in love holding hands. It doesn't affect them. They have seen their parents hug their before that was saying and now what Timmy crack kissing a year I want a man. Buy a young boy not or show where you swabbles and idea sorry. Emotional intelligence. Abrofono watch it and a go and learn. This one. A year. You cannot impart on your child.
The heat here is too much. I'll show to me.
Your shoulders.
I'll show to me. No, sister, Kasana, when you were talking about parenting, I did about me team, and I know. So when I talk on me video, so now me papa and me mommy who I said, a lot of people don't understand me. They think Sebia, now yeah. Now say you're trying to show off. I'm not trying to show off. As someone as sister Okano, it really made me realize the serious sacrifices and me papa and me mama no me teacher for. Omo nye sikafo bi in by Ghanaian standards to any big degree bia tech campus ni you're fine, but me share eniama in kankofoi se nkomo sika na no mo de tietia your school fees extra classes. Many ye free primary school no ye co school ne ba Saturday Sunday ye sign extra classes. When other people's kids are playing football outside and they see we are kofa we are dear we say parents in mommy for me and Regina Bonti on back casa 4 hours. Me mama te dining table ho ye ni homework wa kola no so a wo ho no because me mama wuntem nti yen nyini ya wo yen no afi no no so improve on no ankasa nso na brabo osan ko school nti yen sua ade 2 am no ono nso atwe ni book abetena dining table no ho yen nyina na ye sua ade no yes ade ni nyina no to me I'm like anamami penimu we uchira ade o seke o san be ye we nyina ye de I did not understand then. Right now, I understand. Me mami, se mi nya hwe nkonkoma no kra no a, me nsa nkɔ ne hɔ se ne kakra wa wodi ne pension mu no. Won santi bi mfa ma me mekoa. Wo sorry na so hwe ne mama nan so obi amfa nyinsan amafie. Na obi anya ne ba bi agina. Wo mo be ware aware. Woni a won be wa wo na obi atimi gina ne nan so and have sound mind. I think eno cry enough, mano. And me no, she's satisfied knowing say, sacrifice. Tell me now we can say we share atade simple. Na mystery. Me mama, or palm bubu tinte different colors, red, green, full blue. See that bring me was sembe ready. Will be piano the bed to be a boom any day. Na we trying to down catty. Now who's a brewa pattern and what? But today, from what you were saying, now I was seeing it's like, wow, and see, this is the enormity of the sacrifices and me anyway. Yeah.
It's sad, but let me put it here so that somebody will understand. So you can't obia a brochure in Krata. I am one person I can attest to you. It is not easy. A man farming Krata seem easy. The saying, kukurushi asiye ebi wo kwa say baby a nipa adwene ewo ne niema ye pese ye na eto de bi wo ho asa de ban no ebi beto wa na se wo ammo wo ho so an hye wo ho so ewo niema bi a me enam timi ka kire me kunu say for the next 2 years men to atade na men to atade no enye se ye sales I cannot afford it to tie enye se ye sales I cannot afford it to but bibi simani so say ebia there was a time when I made me back eko Ghana here am I majuma say enti mi kunu nko an ye adwuma enti se sika ba akono eno an ye di hwefie ne ye di ye wei mi kunu ko adwuma na obo sabna me sra ko pe bibi etoma wo kra because at a point say won ye adwuma wo ye ha and as a husband he will sense say obi a won ne tena o sense o discan mamia na me di ato me na mtimi ne konna no city center sa me se de me pen me nya bi me boa because sika no me wo plans e ma sika no me wo bribi an pesam de ye me ni atade achi ebia saati bia no obi behu no se eye hiafo adwen da bi enye hiafo adwene ade bia ni emu ade yo na bisa se sika nam de ye den apart from say minim say me kunu betua me ba school fees betua me ba school fees ato aduane amanadi I needed something extra ebetumi abifu me projection niam mpesa me ye no enti saa de odi ama me na anka metumi dia flex it say de obi aye na I want to belong I want to be like the Joneses no me wo ho ntia masa de ban no aka me ho me wo ho anya say bibia abaso obi ye ntia wo say me ye bi hey ade ne betumi abaso atwam enya ne fe na enya mi o but I begin, is it a want and I say a need? I prefer to serve the need rather than the want. It doesn't make me poor. I've already told people, maybe I am in my own league. I'm in my own league. Baby, anywhere I will saw the measure. Baby, anywhere. For me, call one was say 110 degrees, PhD. I will roll with them. For me, call one mediocrity for I will be there. Go to the barrel. You go down. I mean, illiterate. I can roll with them. What does that tell you? I want to be versatile. I want. And baby, abrabon di mi be jina biya no. Me wo mu ade yo. Sa, enu nti osmafo Paulo say, okọ amamamufo no, obo ne brasa omamamu ni. De bia me ka kire nkrofo say, don't read Genesis, John, Revelation and go away. Se bia na wo mu no, baby a wo jina no, panyame asem bi na fa jina so. Na bisa wo ho say, so enti John, Peter, Paul, Mary, Grace ni ho biom. Me Abraham reku a Eradi aha na me jina. Na de na opese me ye. There have been times, as oba, you wish to do this, but not be simeni so. Enti ya mami bi kura say, me fa nkoye eyi pedicure kura. At a point na me na to kura papa me wo hwe. Enye se me ni buo na edi twi ni biu. Me wo ho but me ye type na have a very dry hair ni bi ntia wo se me ni ko ho all the time. Na when you bresa bi wo ho a ase wa hu ase wo hu ye. Because no shada anye bibi ehia at that time. But me bisa me ho say, se me na tu be papa kakra. Ana say nkrofo ne osi mi nhye bi. Na me ba bedi yi no, emu de wen na me pe. De wen na me pe. Enu nti na menye me niema se de obi ye me nhwe obi de na masa. Ana se de obi ye ne niema. Den de me gusu kan single mother bi kan sister. Won temase mete wase sister. Me ka kire wo say me a wo mi wa ha no, emre bi aduru a se 20 pounds wo te ho se wo light. Na me kan krata asem no, me kuru di akopem, me nso me di apem. Enti ye mienu nyina chan to chan. E na ye te ho, e na ye hwe nyame. Na electricity asa. Na ebia wo de emergency na hyem. Emergency no nso akase ebedum. Na wo te ho na winter time. Wo di yesu sa te bia no, o ye single mother. Me catch ro se me abra makomi mu bida. Bibia ni ho a e ma da wo. But senipa ejina ni mudie mu aka se e wo mu se say na me find myself there. But me gidi wo me honhom say it is a season e wa atwene mu. Obi ante wonka. Entimi ma wade guo mu emma wani ngwafia na wada pa na abonten.
It's in the mind.
Sa de ban na betumi ato nyonko ba bia. Enu ti Bible say oba nyansani ede ne nsese ni dan na oba akwasea de ode ne nsadwiri. Sa ti bia ya making manka story ne everything that went on. But me ma scenario bi say oba bi wo ho a na ne kura dwuma sei ana okoti bia bi mu a na wade ye kura ntimi nyina because the sustaining awade na ye mfaso a wonya wo ho nti mfaso ni free wo kwa oni nyina so bi ode ti awade ye mu oni vision bi ode wa awade ye nim ma bibi kakra bi just a little change or shift emra na brabo mu na asay na brabo na abrabo no bedi nkunimu a ene na Emmanuel akano. There are a lot of sacrifices that leads to victory and glory. You can't have the glory and the victories without sacrifices. Something have to be sacrificed. Something have to go. Some of the things have to go so that other things will come. I can go to Harrods. Me babro chire no sister. Me catch us said you hu me no. Me ra Harrods shop da. Akobo mani akonma. Na sa me ta de wo ho de. Me nto obi da. Enye mani wu se me ka kire wo. En na enye force say me wo you can tell say me ta de wo Harrods she. And so baby to cancel flat name. Echo Harrods koto ade. Na opese oba na me baye pe. Baby. You have no idea. And who come na mini wudi no. Ti e ka about responsible parent. And yes wo sha wo ba dochi gabani. And yes wo to design na labels ama wo ba hye. And na kire se wo ye correct sim you. Metumi ato prema. Na me de sha me ba no, me de confidently mi ami hye bi. Ana say me ma me ba no hu say Worship Primark does not make somebody better than you. And your brand, no, it is not about the brand. No, my casa, me started get deal me banner journey. You can't emotional intelligence waha. And what started the designer oba also foundation I want to mama ubano and you're correct. Sister, one casa would do send the age no. And you may not be amount. And uba can wear designer. Praise God if you can afford it. Or one chero. But chero bana say abrabone to the be wa na abafem won be wa by force because you want to belong to certain kind of group of people. Enti ne ho sita ne ho kire ne pa ne ho pa no. That is why e bedru baby no wunya yanka wunya adagye de ahwe wo ma. Na so prema yakese ne ntade akese ehenti no. Wo adwuma ne sa wunya adagye de hwe nkwala no. Tu be ba na wo ba no. Pono no wa hwa. Oh yeah, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. You also saw on the tablet, so say your papa, say your papa. Washa, well, who to the young I kwalada. Young I pray, you beautiful exuberance. You are curious. But me, I will sacrifice that luxury. Pay attention to what my child is feeding his mind with. Pay attention what is going through my child's mind. Begin to see some of the things try to be a no must start to correct it say will be what me banimua me ye bribia me hunentam na metumi remedy sa situation no and san we in teenage years no no o ne me ba betumi ayepe eno ne yebeka say we are age mate but we are not grace mate then you know to say wo na wo ye owofo na e wo say o sacrifice bibi no you know what you have to attain. You cannot pull somebody from the down when you are not standing right. And he said, you can't study to show yourself approved unto God. Now you can't ask scripture now. What are you studying? What are you feeding your mind as a parent? What are for the end of what dream? The end of walker. In some ben auka, ubufu ewa nkwala so nkwala ha dwen. Ubufu na ubufu ba. In some be ben na we to. Remember, so words are powerful.
Yes, so yes, spirit.
The word Jimmy. Oh, ya kwasia. Oh, ya enti kwasia ne Jimmy someone near man obey ya kire wo. Adia no waka to waka. As a man thinketh, so is he.
So is he. Yeah.
Ah, me be ye kura hwia ne be hwe me. Me be ye kura kwasia ne aboa no beka. Me be ye kura atem no be didi me. Enti akola no eya ade ni nyina no. He knows what to expect. Men can wait, ye free baby crow, but my platform being to say, MTS are some way in and some not to be other than him. If you say, trust them, say, some now what into who knew one, but and ne what he be before. We want to change the dynamics, we want to change the status quo. How are you going to change it? You don't even know where to start.
Yes.
Come to me. When you come to me, I will show you. Oh, how the doors was say my counseling services, me say you free. Because I also need time to look after my kids. And they say me jive the major no ebe show I was say because she be name.
Okay.
And kind of be free, but a Jimmy time so much say at the NSC 1990. Yeah, baby, mean to me say ya by be shana kwan said ye dey ye niema. The saint no mo nya dakro ba ko nya dakro mi no bi wo ho 6 months bi wo ho weekly basis bia wo se ye hia na ye share progression ya ade me no yes ade we nyina. For those of you who know me all these years, over 6 years or so, I've been doing it in social media. I do it for free. Ghana for be brain en kanokore, but I wish that somebody will say will come out with his own testimony and say that I didn't know a rapper back pe enna me who say why ya sad no. Mami Araba Smiley, and I bless God for his life. If you are na nye bribi a obeyama nipa no, but say nipa betumi can cry on your shoulder, lament on your shoulder, and I say oberante on your shoulder in the time, the stressful time, no, it's also a healing process.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Yes.
For all the single mothers and fathers out there who are also doing their part, doing everything so that their kids will also succeed, I say, God bless you and kudos to you as well. Honestly, it is not easy. It is not easy. Something have to go for victory to come. So it is tough. It is a tough world. Maybe anywhere.
Auntie, sister, or auntie. My friend auntie. Now I don't even know why the word auntie keeps coming to mind. But anyway, my dear, who can say be, and it's still on the screen for a purpose. There is no victory and glory without sacrifice. That is a loaded statement. Emmanuel, God bless you. Now, and we are letting go of. No? Yeah, let it go. If you really want to be a better parent in 2021, no, sister. Mindset change, yeah, okay. Who can say be? And I want us to expand on that. One say we are all shaped by our environment and the people and the things we surround ourselves with. Me de me ho be yam fa to ho. Me ba social media platform is where me started say me trying to also have an impact in society and feel like I'm doing a favor and I say some kind of work into humanity, no, and chesa and Penny is one of the big cheerleaders that I have. Now, why did that come about? That has come about because they were bloodsuckers. They drained my time, my emotions, my everything. And so I didn't have room for good and better, positive thinkers. Social media. So it's amazing. Sister Jodo, Auntie Yafoda. Just say, Missy, you guys, I mean, I can't begin to put the without you even realizing the sorts of things that you guys have done. Asɛm a meka na Kwaku sie ne sɛ wopɛ sɛ nsesaeɛ ba w'abrabɔ mu a sacrifice na a yɛreka no. A big thing is about the sorts of company you keep. Who are your friends? Ɔmo nyinaa yɛ nkɔnkɔnsafoɔ na ɔmo hwɛ Nollywood no. Ɛne ɔmo kɔgyina YouTube kɔhwɛ Daddy Lumba 55 birthday party. No ɔkɔhwɛ wie a no akɔhwɛ Miss Bell ne Chesi Boakye ntɔkwa bi ɔmo ko. Ɔmo firi hɔ a no ma. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are they? Because I would have formed who here been was so more to stand up right. And if all the people you surround yourself with are more, that forms a one. Where are you going?
CK, Aguska, Agudia, Media Sana, my friend, Agudia. Sa and Yamaya ye Kenina, Bibre or sense Sakraya Beba. I will phone be where tea. Sa ye can about responsible parenting. Mubu or baby, a motebrono, I want to say secret was so true. But I sana a bedroom Sam Pempens one. I was say, I dream once society the way you think, the way you shape your mind, senses you cannot do the same thing you do every day and expect a different result. And depending on how the situation is with some of you. Some of you, environment na owo the kan send the shape akwala no ntete ye mu ne na abanye a ye nyina no ntete ye no ba bia ye te no ene ye mekoso e wo bro no no so no ne ma ye koso e wo won a wotete no so no mu no e shape akwala no besa ye nti no esan say environment no is a very big factor. Ewo akwala no tintiye ni mu no mu bi wo ho ana ebia you need even to relocate enti awofo bi wo London what's London, Eastham, Croydon, and those places, known places. You are in the city in London. Houses or rooms are expensive. I will advise to say or advocate to say mubi you need to shift mekasa shifter. It be a grammar school po ubenya, but outside London, your child will get a better school, which the Ofsted reports are correct. Your children who for no, who got now outside, I won't say enough for ni be ebe free wabrabom because what ye to start with too. I say man so company, bad companies ni be na okipo no, ewo brono no so no, so what to free. That is true. Where you bribia, when you are going to do it, the whole family must come together because moving a child from one place to another no ain't easy.
There be.
Make I say, may nimi kunu ya agency I start to see about the woman as time London every day. School need you every day, every blessed day. Obi tutuo, and now. Baby, I know yet no time. I understanding the dynamics of the system. Then I decided you can't see a outside. No, I started looking at places I can live where my situation and my circumstances, because me your bappem for into how baby a beboa me any baby a metina. Then Scotland eba discussion near canimu. Like now, having said that, baby kwajutata will be a nyame onshram. And nam sa branty and so. And the catch him sister. Said them the London ye trade me the Scotland am show. Boy in the man am na Scotland ya yes I wo way na dear ben. And a brand said Debbie, sister. Would you msa school your research na me feedback. At a point, a bear send off a brand the dime a say, move from London. Now, Nipebia, and for those of you listen to the sound of my voice, be crowd moving conservative government or kahawa, some of the people from impoverished area can move from the city and better their life outside London. Unyanti adiswadu huntia or the kasano. Begin to go to your local council and find out regenerational programs are omoyentia yesimu move free city no. Na yense sama brabo mamo. Because the city is not helping you. What is city? You must work 24 hours or work 18 hours. Entity 18 free 24 hours. Because I was a time ben na wo teenage child. Unya time eshe niyama oye the homework and yem wahu. Na me catch them say nyenta de she emu nko na kire se wo yo ufu. Na emo ubana dishia de ekoso uba teacher wonim no classroom ehefa note. Enya me behu no amamans na me nim se nkwala no. Said the almost were classroom crash the levels of the oba attainment or we be who am a man seeing and me who say oba ebi wo na mat na onyade but ebia oyade wo bribimu or church the sanye money na as awofo I was set we are one step ahead of the game. Me pesa me bedi ye. How do I help my child? Mba year 5, year 11 or whatever exams no. My main family sister bako me didn't to me home because it's a shining example to me. Mwa ni me dada na me ye adwuma opacity radio me kuma na me ye adwuma opacity radio Manchester no. Ono na ne ba betro exams a o two free ne matrimonial bed so kwatena da ne ba ne dem. Na one ne ba ne nyina 2 am ne ba ne fabuka not ho. Osabena manikum. And so was some boa me ban. I learned it from that woman. As at that time, I'm in TSC. Na as me ba any or because was secondary school. Anybody who say the dynamics are changing primary school at the Shiabu. Na se me ba bedi ya e was some starting cooperative sadian. Na me church and kakrakra. Enti me try my exams in and sana. At every point in time, I know what the syllables are saying. Mean to me, but I know what is going on. It is so I can't be na wronger. And ya fe no cafe na metia ses na metia baby. Metia question I say. Even though I cannot teach her or teach my son, I know what the school curriculum is saying. Uncle Fabi in sin anim and was so sin anim. Apart from so what school timetable, no befia every day there was here fast subject back within the week. It is a Saturday, Sunday, and then the free period or the bedroom at home. Praise God. We started say, oh yes, sir. And my kwalaninya structured way of learning. Ain't you try my exams you know, and son now being a structure to learn. As someone me can Ghana afford to do saying any names are 7. If this uncommon way, yeah, who Ghana for 100 guso, a who hiano. Because now can say you teacher near said yesterday you teacher in the classroom when you pay a bad 30 you say 30 something. It's Obama slag you offer is up to your child. Who want to house you and Casa Qualari, Abruch and Casa Qualari. It's Ukwana smile also. Your child is doing well. It just had to back up now, so I don't know. There be yes, I take Kaka language and it means that Obama worry. Obama knew my dear sir, said the wife in oh, he's doing well. John, it's okay. Patricia, it is all right. It is just that you can't say it is just that, not just a samovo. It is just that, so it's up to you to find out. Because aha yankasa kwalari. Yanka aha nya Ghana, yakasi way the first, way the second, way the third. Because it is an inclusive. Said the obala wutie biya non person onon so kahubi. Including one was sebe mukitan kwala yane for po They want them to be inclusive. And to say, Bia, oba a slow learning disability kakra, ebia wo de no enye de otia konyam, but oye slow dyslexia bi wo ba ne so. Omo nyina ye de oma fra class no. It's just that your man time. So wo wote adeban na o ye nase a ana wo wofo no enim de ekoso a emma wo bua wo ba no emma ne pem ekonomi. Enti asodie ne kese eda wo so. Thinking say who didn't go school, yes, school not said no, but the system only teach them how to roll in educational purposes. Any other thing must come from you. The education system teach your kids how to get qualification, work, and live. You, as a parent, have the major role to play by teaching her the moral standards and also how to be above and not beneath. Mamenka Wencho, I'm Canada at the video be ato ni Facebook page ne so. Na video no me hwe no na ye kire said ye niema ye ma a won honam eye tuntum oni obroni bi esan a niema a won kom. Obroni na ne honam sebe eye kokko no ewo upper hand ewo kwan hodro bebre so. Na se wo owofo no wanyina baabi yi a Obako jina baby na odie ne se me ba brochire cleaning me ba ye me ye butcher me wa baby ye nam ye nam adwuma me jama afu yi me wa baby ye nam adwuma enti no ubisa no butchering job kra wonti me nka butchering no nya yo se me ye nam adwuma no wa keka egu hwa na kire se Enuane abraba onim, he doesn't know any other thing. Enti neba wo Germany, France, or hwan onu mu kasa no broken one not enti neba ne said ye o ka French ne we say wan shut down hwe mu say de me be kan yampa na say nyampa because o hwe ne de no ka no hwe ne ba ne de na ne ba ne de no hot sa na bia na ache nkrofo British bebre ono mbat na bas mu amami brofi wonte wonka twim pe obabi ntina no wabubu mu agu ho to ne ba ne kasa ne ba ne kra mpese obeyam yehu se ne maame no wo say their body language tells you say oh you are too dark for me to respond to you and I will be that sika they do it
that's what I'm laughing at.
Oh kwa oba ye parent meeting why your who to santi oba no oba nyina doesn't even want people to know say ne maame kra no. All these things, now you can about emotional intelligence. Abrabwana ye bono, ekona ye kono, ewoyadwenimu, enya boskimbo, there you. But it is how your mind will be able to comprehend what is going on around you and also how to subdue. Bible kase go and subdue the earth. The whether you win, you lose, it's in your head. Uchia obi a ye wo hosa ye guho wo ye niema na wagu ho unya niema e wo wadwene mu. It shows there are some people in our lives learn to just look after them once a year. I am intentional about sika semenhu akuya sika 1 week my alarm bell must ring because I'm intentional about her. Obi to me 2 be 5 years no ewo mu anu abi se wase baako but typical Ghanaian still thinks he have relationship. No, you don't have a relation, you are an acquaintance. It's yeshia was social media hi near but typical Ghanaian mind cannot draw a line. Some people want you as a friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Where were you? You were not there. How do I say that you are my friend? Once in a while, yet you broach the one called be a yana ni buafu. Obit me obi yaka because wama we. I don't know, but how you comprehend it in your mind and say, oh, you are down for no. And yes, I know whom. Find out when people come into your life. Some people are suckers. They can drain you. I have some friend, I've cut him off long time ago. A lot of people have cut them off because at a point in time, you need a shoulder to cry on. You are in a foreign land. You think, oh, that person might have more experience than you. It is not anything I need from you, but just so the friend can give you comfort. Oh, friend, no crowd now situation now you're worse. But when they need help, they come to you.
Yes.
A year back, me man to me, I realize that is who you are. To me, It is about time. You can't about parenting. One will say, now me can't about moral principle. Be a dish your memo. Say your mom who say, this is what we stand for. This is what we live for. And this is what we should do. And yeah, maybe what it was so who won't say because one yes, Abrabon be beat you. Abrabon be beat you. Because in Crawford or what? Omo buy ya abrabomu a ye makra no mo be say won. You have no idea. Some of you women, out of desperation to have somebody to call partner or boyfriend or husband, and not what the papa na ba sheho, so or ye pedophile, so or ye wine, you don't do your checks, you don't even find out who that person is. Yes, ebia, who your bema kunafuo, ukunu uyirewu, enti in an attempt, abroche ya we wom, ube bi kekao, enti upe obi, ene na bobra, you didn't even do a background check. Wako for bay, wabetete umei, sana umei, aye mobo wakwentu. Yeah, can't about responsible parenting. All these things needs to be done.
Okay.
Last week, mo amobe share in program no. Na ye can about say, get responsible no. E was say niema we nyina ye hwe ni yie. Nyame adom, wo aburo ye chia. You want to find out how credible somebody is. It's easy. It's easy. It doesn't matter. Emma love. Don't erotic side of the relationship no oversee the common sense. Madwene no enye adwuma. Makatima kapem empemu agrodie no and oversee the eniema wo senka wo hwe red flags no. No. Mubi wa anya wo na wonye good parent. But nipa na akofa ne ba fie ho no ase wo ma edaache. Ebi mu wo a enne mema ni nyina anachani bi a ofre me. And then 3 days I'm who say ade no kra nkomo na odi medi ye no. Ode ho ahomete kra de ato social media.
Oh.
Di kunu a one no ewo ho no. One na wo ono ane ba ba ma wo. Omo wo ba boy kitwa bi wo ho. Ono oba no ewo ba boy kitwa ewo ho. E no one na wo akwala a wadi be 2 years. Na ebi wo ho a na abrantie no efa nkwala ne si ne sere so. Adwen bi amma papa ma minitirim. But there was one time ne ba girl now ne papa na wo no. Eya no de ne sa so ne papa no say don't do that. Or say first time no they laugh over it or catch and say that's your dad. No. Ejamu ye na. Another time I said a man who's a broche for my akunwa mu da. Ofre adwuma bai na wabre e no beda akunwa mu. Na kasa ne nyamu na ne kunu ne ba no e wase. Nti oda ya kama. Na wa sorry ko bathroom. Nti oso nkoko no wako hurehu no mo like adwen a ono de nti o tiptoe ye. Papa na ante se wo ba. Okoye no ama ne baba ne de na ade na hye ne numu o ka kire ne se shock. 2.5-year-old girl no 2 years or kunya 3 years say akola ni wo fi aye twen amana ko nursery wadamage ne ba no na o say ye twa ni nsuru mu kura ne say asem iba ya ofre police ni ade no na police fo ne say no watumi aya akwala abayewa no ono ankasa ye mo ba na ene na wo ba boy no who say police police dey ehon akola na beka say se ne maame ekwa adwuma ya na osu no me o ka kire me pe na me ka kire ne say on free police on free me pe na me so on free police ohu ade no the shock of it into friend so for kan na so for so on free police to friend na me say kan ho na free police timidi phone no eto so wieye na kasa ne nyamu na aka me bebisa ne say owo baabi da ana say dia na me kan mana kusi Kwaku gie single parenting. Ebi na atu sister no. Ebi na atu sister no. Enti no odi obi ba be hye dem ho a. Eno ane se wahia no adwuma mbra ne se opew so ofiri he, so ofiri he, so oye hwan, so oye hwan. Ne ba be ma na eno so enye ne ba no. Timi no kasai ne ma no yagye won. Ye ma no yagye won because e was say ye repair obi beka say was say nkwala no go through treatment. Because from what a rabana air catch them no. First time ne banner saw ne papa no hono. Adwe bi a money tiri mu say abranti en be yesa because the baba no or you 2-year-old. I mean, what can go wrong? Now he's thinking saying to me the akolani ja hona me konnaita. Die na ekoso. Die na ekoso. Enti ne bana wanya jama 5 years so se hwan. Ono so say apa no bon to nkakra ti se police na anya adaworo ma emisa that 5-year-old boy walking about innocently nti ye kasa eniema we hu asem a ma ehun hian na ye wa adwene si wa adwene pise se me ba be kosa de ban we mu de me sacrifice the luxury me de koto di polipo ehwan sister me nkasa wo you can afford it. It is wrong. But the American say ma oba welfare ne dachi hu hian en sin sa niema we nyina because when you are in the right standing you will do better than that. When you are in the right place, standing at the right place, afi some na wo bebre na mentumi nya sa niema ya ye kan nyina de nka me wo kakra bia me nsabe soso a metumi aye sa adwuma no na maye ni yodofo tie ya fa awade enko heaven na mom awo a me wo ye enya setena me nipa netena ye no eno de mebu hu aten ya fa awade enko heaven kwa ya ankura nanso achade a eye me yefuru mu ma anya me de adom me no me dru heaven ho a mebu hu aten ti e wo se me ye de metumi biara se me kogina nyame animu a me nifo ha wa me ma me ba entete ye eno ho hia eno ntina na anu Job se me de me ye pani na mom ebia na me made won sa akofode bibia eye nyame achi wade enti titimre mu no wo nyansa se wo bo wo matiri so afode. A child is innocent. He can be found in the wrong place at the wrong time, which is no fault of it because akwala ya akwala enya wo fault to say we de mekan eno nkyere se maame no anhwe ne bayie nya sa na meka but de mekan say won wa wode se ebia odi obi be hye wo fie in the name of say me wo boyfriend me wo kunu a unim ni peso ebia wo fie enim ne background no. Be very careful, be extra careful, very very careful. Don't just leave your child because in a even krano dear you on one kasakura na snimu bano and why you say there is an animal in each and every one of us, and you don't know the bottom that the person will press. Obroni way social buildings, my friend say benefit buildings na ya na yet not na muno. Say ya na who say abrofu ne bi kita kraman as a oni obi a wo kraman ya. There is a reason. Some of them, they are correctional officers, needs them to have dogs to able to train them. He's able to keep the dog for 1 year, 2 years. That is when he have contact with family. Obia kodin se money bi wo London. The person you're concealing your identity near the number Birmingham, you the number Luton, you the number Tanaho, you the number council tenement building nimu. And he said when you bebre say ubeji Kwaku no ma wani mre se ubefri mu na ma obanya daache papa ma wani mre se ubefri sa atebia ni mu because this kagia ni de ede na mum se ukita nkwala memfa me ba daache eni agoro memfa me ba edaache enwura topre. Yes, ahokyere wo ho tenant council houses, it is reasonable. If to me afford the private own, now what to cancel them one and yes, but per baby a show battery. I might be in this situation, but listen, this is what I can afford as a parent. What will I do to raise your standard? Unless send me be extra. Now, one fall victim to the same category. One massa level of financial freedom now. And what's that okona ome banobe attain, you know. Boy, what's me boy say me pay extra teacher amount, even though say uko school, so that you attain excellent results to be able to achieve. Now, once one met na council house, to make na council dem at a teme ba, aye near me was me ye, a boa, a mammy bano attain. Ain't you know, me na met na council house dem because and I'm so no many British passport. My yemi from dear and I'm so no Denmark, Austria, Canada, one passport. Me and I'm yafa pemno. E be a meant to me and come in. Now, Moma Simu adie. I want you to go 100% higher than me. It's attainable. It's doable. People have done it. A lot of them. And the free school meal, yeah, a lot of parents are going to apply for it because of this COVID. It was a young boy who saw a mother struggling to put food on their table. And he has, because of football, fame kakra wenyano, he has able to shake. Amma Prime Minister Najia to say he have to pay school lunch for people. Yes, the mother did something differently, morally, or the baby shakolana dream. There are other footballers, there are other people who also pass through the system, but did that come into their mind? No. Why? Because mameno Eddie baby, utie the story of that child. Ne mameno ko pay football contract. Manchester, emano. 2 weeks ago, na me share documentary, A mother said, I am a single mom, but I'm a soccer mom as well. I understand the name of the game and make sure me na me sign me ban contract. Only dynamics of the football. At a point, he works in Manchester United Stadium as a worker. That is a mother for you. What am I telling you? You must elevate yourself to be able to attain. One kasa owofuono must do something. Me say be ahead of the game. How the system run in the biawoteno. Now my what you mean impact ewo baso because the system is not going to help you. Kodaki the way it is run, you might not understand. It is everywhere. They do it very subtly, very very subtly. At this time, say away before your door so. Ye too kwine ye mana na everywhere they know say Obama a chimya baba president for America. It tells you said there are potential in African kids. There are a lot of potential, but unless say a parent be sorry, no I can say I want to change the dynamics. That is the difference. Obama mame who say mikita akwala or ye miss race. What will I do different? And was some maniko school bia fitafo no ekobi. Na mame bano into law school no call ye no eye baby a elite ne kono even though na ne mame enye sikani oka grammar school e wo baby a ye feel say de na wo kiken and so grammar school nye nyina na wutua say wo ba ni made have potential. Help your child to also go there. I am advocating Ghana for ma bebre ni made but awofo no kura ni machede na ekita no onim adeban na ekita no how to handle it. Enti it said here odi adwene de Bible say onfa na adwene de emma mpreko okita gold and so maame na oye awofo na obe make obe ye dwonfo na obe polish gold no amana ye papa no onim adeban a ekita no. Enti sometimes misplace of priorities in the name of Kwaku.
Oh, I know.
I've already talked about that woman already. Emmanuel.
Before I let you go, Yakan Niema Bibri, that topic idea, dissection, it's ongoing. But before you go, I know it's late. It's past 10 o'clock your time. They say Kwaku has become what is inspiring people to become parents. But from what we've seen from Nyawa Kenya, Awono is not just about kwekudie. Enye sikasem, enye sikanti nesesu obia kokoso kakaso owo. What are some of the factors that two people who are together, obane bema omotia, omufri se womaso ompenimfieso, or for whatever reason they want to be parents? What are some of the things they have to consider before even making such big decision? Because onipan kwana wode basasi so onipan the destiny ne na de nyina ahye wonsem. We do these things as if SSA obi esi obi anwo na na sentre na sendor into obi eye yes it's a rite of passage aba now so wa mo obi ahwe bi agum na wafudi wanim do so no abeto ato. What are some of the things that people who think that they should be parents should think about, consider, and some more to sana more?
Okay. But me say yes, starting and I can say because a lot of people go into relationship for situational relationship. Or 40 me. A woman say ye too kwan me wo a na me nkrata asem betoto. Me wo a na me ye say but emma eno enye primary focus because awo nye biribi a ye didi agoro. Se udi ni pankwa ebe guru atopre no ye mfa ni agoro. Unye ready. Tie me sister. Bra, unye ready. Se obi nkwa akola bi nkwa eba abedi wo nsem a emfa anibrebre eni biribi a wo bi kwakugie amma wo nkofa akola bi a onye ready nyame ankasa to le bi wo kwa me amitimi kasa ne do ye hwehwe animu because masem ye ba akopɛ obi pɛ agye e de aso na de so se nyame no ntime nte na se da obi be kɔtwem pna bi a ɛho nhyɛ da ni faso biara wo be hu na wawo a onim de o ye sa nkwala no masem nyina ne se situational relationship debre yamankrofo ayebon one ekita nkwala they did not even plan. They don't even know what to do with this kids. They don't even wahum ade no se ade a wonim ebo a esoma ene de wo pese wo de ya ne hwe no soronko
Correct.
na ye na wo nso uye bia unse da ni plan uni backup plan bia enti bibi kakra bi ba wo nse wa ye ha
Correct.
the santi no mesre me nua man me nua me man se ebia na nkrata enti na ade call basa akwala akopie mu eba kai who say it comes with responsibility even though say aban behwe no but nkwala if they are product of their environment dia ene ye wadwene say sakwala bi ba mu a me pese me nso ma wusuo da bia me firi ne mentete ye kakra ebo akwala ne ho adwa na ma akwala ne enyi a obi amfa ne nsa anka se wo se kwase ampani and because that is how the state sees you. You are single parents. Ya lebo mu kama. What does that tell you? And you single-handedly and that is how they see you. I mean, in as much as they are polishing a man. Let me be honest here. But the American say, Obroni, when you mean where you say words, no, now why you're uncomfortable. Now, it's never be able to see you, no, baby. And ye may ne a kuskaya yeti ya no fear way. And now better start me cassa no creno na ya ya. Na ma when ya pre na when ya bow who so say. Anya she crano. Men pesa me ba ebe what be ya me woman ebimu. Me to me obi akwa ware bra John aware. Me ne bra John ya wade no anko yi. Nanso nyame ache ye ma fefefe be mienu ana miensa. Ehon da was say me emotional intelligence and say ebeye adwuma say me ne ekusika wade no anko yi. Nanso nkwala na ewo mu ne die. Ya chede anyame de ama yen. Eye masne mu ade mebu hu akonta. Nkwala ne din ya daachi me din ne ba beda so nti no. Meni akusika ya agree die. Nanso akusika nso nte ne ho asese. Yemfa yebufu hyew a ewo ye ntem nto nchen. Na mmom yempe kwan bi a ye behwe nkwala no. Ya wo ye adwuma adwoda kosi efie da. Me nso meje nkwala no memrenda kosi da na adwoda. Enye nkwase ebuo na ye nua mmema buda. Wo pese wo jim sika gu botom. Nanso o mama me ne kwan na ono so akoye adwuma. Eno na makwa akugie do so no because adwoda kosi fie da ma me di nkwala iko school. memnenda ana efie da na adwokosi adwoda no pa anka oje nkwala na ono nso betumi asori akoye adwuma no na afi wagya atoma no so enti e na po say ebia for 5 years ankwala no hye dan fefe ye no otifie scientific ya wo akwala yi Little John Junior ebesi 5 years na obe start nursery no na saa de ban no abo sister ne so enti na oda Kwaku so saa so oda so saa eya na emu oya yemia mema mui ujai sister na enkwala no nso eye wasede okofo oba afoforo na onye ready say o baggage na ka ho no eye wo ba no obema na ba bia wo no weekend na dia ene na saa oba no onye mawo e kire say wo de ka wa peti akora hye ne nsa na ofre ne mesesa enya de obeje oma no atum boa eraba na woni na jai na woni ne wo ba no enam ne so a wanya nkrata no aya akwala no mema bebre yakwaji 2.5 years 5 years e won kwala na omo de age nkrata omo de age nkrata nso omo hwe won na no na ma nipa bi anibre no eno na ma afikase mu te yasem no because owo no oka na anibre so wa use sister no wa ma na ye single mother wa ma odi ya obi na saa ne ma ne ba empena twe eba ye jai yetumi ka say na we ye me ex na so sa akwala abamu a akwala cannot be your ex e ba wa wo no enye wo ex da ontumi enye wo ex fa sa adwene ne hye wutirim sa nyame adwene no hye wutirim efi say ye ma Psalm 127 we na medijaw Psalm 127 verse 3 to 5 no wo kan dru ba bia o say ye nkwakura wa bremu onyame e de ye ma ene ye semu ade ebe kan ya tanfo anim se wonyame betumi aye ne saa ma wa na wa sacrifice na saa sacrifice yi ne nsem a yakeka na nadwe nyina no asowofo no waye bi you are paid your due enti edu time a waye mmere na onyame nam oba bi so ebe pam one of the prayers de bia me ne me ma no ebo na me de ma owofo o platform no so say to de bi wo na wo hyira wo ma na wo ka kire wo ma no onyame fa wo so empepa me mnante bremu ene me mmaba wa bremu enibu sampai bo no ehuhia because I cannot sacrifice all this na me dru be nkwakora wa bremu a me nkuso enwa enibu mu me pese me bo akwakora na abrewa ewo maafu anim no me ma me ti so because I know say I have paid my due ono oma elbo mpa ya bo sampa ye ni bi na enkwa wo batirim na oba wahu there are a lot of moral things I am ma peke wo yen ho eno no eye wo na abehye ni tirim enya system no enti na ehu hia se ehu be hia se nka kwala bi ya benya ena ene eja adentia because eja wo rower o play wa kwala abrabo ena enanso wo ne rower o play enye ye nyina na yenya ne saa ba mu a wani gusugu hoyi enpo akwala no na obeye star wi a obabi efiri ne hia mu epeja akwala na ne drum pempenso bi a akone nam radio station say na eyemebo wo mpese obehu say yeme papa of course I don't want to know you were not there when I was struggling and I advocate say nkwala no wonyinyi you cannot untimi nkobo bra bi a wo pe na wo tese ma star no aba wo a mafie wo nam radio station I don't want to know you I just don't want to know because that is not any radio station and blog and chen ye jiba and you know and you watch paternity paternity they say even when you are not there with my mother you still pay your due paternity they say oh person wo ye owofo a we na me di jaw you want to be my mother you still have to do your best uti ya brochire nkrata ne ntoto omu de na so ene telephone nye na and the first time onye na and near my death on 10 time bebre wo ho a wo pese wo hu ba enti you don't have an excuse and kan na ye nkura na ma no ti abroche na etimi na nti free adabraka ekotena PNT a ye twen phone call how much more na you obi kan asem what's up nyina aba enti no you don't have an excuse what's up and you don't have an excuse there you don't have an excuse do everything that it takes even if it means say custody battle po ba mankwalani who say you fought for them. Yes. Have evidence, documentary documents that say. Let's say you the custody battle, you even lose. Well, lose ngwalano. But there was a uye and there was a uchiya. Document doesn't lie. Receipts doesn't lie. Tria. Na ompo sikano. Tria. Na ompo. Find a way. Look for a way. You will have a contact with your kids. At the end of the day, yet you make us say, many are some as ye jai. Nam ready or your massinimo ba. Inti ahanam dimbisi. Yame unshramu.
Sister, this conversation very much continues. And you and I would continue to liaise backdoor to find a suitable time to continue this conversation. I am in the pie. Started, see, I never realized that say topic you mudosa. Say nsem bebre ne befiri mu apie. Say nsem bebre ne nipa e de beba beto dwa. Now so you started see di nkomo no. Me sure say you've also had a lot of people.
Honestly, I think I'll look for time because somebody brought up something and I think I need to show it to you. And then you see some of the work that we do, the impact is coming. The impact might not be evidently because maybe and it doesn't want to be out there. I get it. As a counselor, I get it. But they may kind of say, for those of you who it has been of help to you, I stand on just your platform to say thank you to Sister Aisha Ankra. God bless you so much. Is the only Ghanaian. And you am a ton to be, but free ni pim. Meaning say it doesn't want me to show it off, but it is out of pride in my heart and in my deep appreciation to you. And just so you know, is the only Ghanaian who supports me backdoor. Or no one kasa free ni pim and the support me. Almost support me in Ghanaians. Unfortunately, make country gromonte, but is text messages are a work video national. And the more understand me now for South Africans near their day, Alezenga, money wine, and more to the American assay. But they even support me. I don't know. Our own, we don't support our own. Mr. Absi Yasika AUC Ochiaka or your Juice Plus, Kotopi Wonderful. Because you the same resources in there bro for free. What's now broach all this year? See, send the platform so I can take class say, which made 15,000 euro. It could do a Ghana and Casa 15,000, which made a third and then what? And then what? Which made third go to your bank card, you also a loan. Or what you mean you brony and call you 15,000 got an African view. The view, or 15,000 or they are third what are scaling the life. Because auto mortgage, the system sees you differently. And so equity Africa, especially Italy, France, Moko Banker, you are entitled to all those things. Make good use of it. I've already explained myself. Your man a diner, you see 10 bedrooms, but man they don't like it. I say, may train old burger for one. Obi wa na wa je ne home na nti nkrofo nim no ba se nko ka na kosem a kire wa me na me se makọ Ghana na me kunu mesin ye di obi efun atwam ye kunu se oh abrochirefo de mo ye mmobo ana me sa dan bra o se bra yi ne dan me boss eye jese si dan ni wie ye ba oba Ghana yi the second one ba ye ne se ye di ne fun agusua pani na mfa efu na nwura fie ho kra or the hands in the face, ye nanim keke. Bra ya kama sem na yere ne mate abrochire o bisa send ne man at ye abrochire no hwan ne bia bia wakura mu na wakosi dan no hwan ne man na abrochire no hwan na ba betena ho na Messi ni ne ka kire me se abrochirefo na moye mmobo. What does that tell you? Enti aha ebro ya chiri e na wo bobra aha e na wo hini aye wasene mu ade ye wo. And I know not OJ platforms no ko bi mu fie ho ntuntu pa e ho fi ya o enkalani ntia sister wo boa
there'll be damp in the house, no heating, sister, and so we see abansuro ewo kaneshi. I mean
obra o meya odi omo ye excuse odi omo Kwaku e di Kwaku si 10 bedrooms 4 bedrooms yi wo se won fanfa extra tuition enye bribi extra umoma bi wo ho na table tennis wo ba bi wo ho football chia na akwala ne nko enye saa ne ma no na emma wo ba endi yi oni adaje okotwitwa nam oni adaje okoye ni cleaning job ni on neba abesan saa de ban no eye mahomete na se ye community ni mu e be start edididi saa nkomo yi a ahyehye ye ho nkuran ama saa de ban no ahia yenya ye ni beba ye ho so no na ye ma Bible say ode asase a ya mre be ma yenya na eye say ma ye madwuma so obofo na ma metumi ewa aburo ye chi said ye obi ba aye me ye wolutin no saa na me hwe kwan say me babereka betina na hye bedwam me ne me ma ebo mpa ya na ka kire mo bompa ye say your name will not be mentioned for the wrong reason but for the right reason alone. Ehu hia.
Yes.
It is very imperative.
It is.
So oma edin ya na wo mo ye graduate eye we ya. Sa graduate ba kono kita masters no betumi atofie na wo pese wo kosi ne sa time yi. Obeto onsi kura obeto ama. Sa 15,000 euros na we invest ye utua dan kadada. Enti wo bia wani save etua 15,000 na bosome bia wotua wo dan kan dan na ye wo dia. Eto apenten na wo pension kora dan no utime ton abrofo ndi omo ye ne se oton ma ono ane ma na nka sika na bank no ede be ma de ye ne dia no na ode ama eno wo decide say sika me gini kutu me kotofie wo Ghana okura wo sika ade in ye fesa because your man ye before, but adwene the way the system makes them grow no adwene do mutirimu ye abrofo adwen akwala want and legacy if ye bi ohwemu a me di 9 years na me ha obroni akwala bo si amake me di 10 years na me height nie. They are memories they build with our kids na omo a omatimi aye se adwuma last week na auntie ya e ka say ne baketwa e wo university and I was so proud for that woman. On shatade hanchen onye bibi ketie bia but enne bibi holiday bia ni ho ama me peso okwa ontumi nko
no correct.
Why? Because wa bre say e chop wo peso live sa life ni bia you has paid the price.
Until so ya sacrifice ni bi. Simple as that. Inti sister, your last word, we go. We come back, we continue.
Oh, I just want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you who came on the platform, and those who love us, those who hate us because of this conversation, pick something and go with it. And those who also have supported us right from day one, we just want to say God bless you. Sister Ajwa Odo, Sister Ya, Fanda Tabre, all of you, Sister Aisha, all of you. I just want to also to thank my husband. As I'm doing this program, is making sure that my kids are asleep and all that. And I just want to say, Bema watiko so be an nyamisha. Me who set my title no. Amount for we are the more mukrumo. I started charge you man check. But you want to now me some mommy carry me some tight and me dikin back on Dr. Shadrach Day so on also I can me so Debbie we know the title we know the some we our district now we will be any say media my register munyina nyame onhyira mo papa and sika educate for so nyame onhyira nyame shall say you have availed yourself to be used in this perilous times. Honestly, these are some of the conversations we should have. These are some of the things, all these taboo conversations our community doesn't want to have. We are women who want to shake the dynamics. I mean, you might not like me, but uji tumu say, and yema yekika wo hen na ebeboa. Support me, like it, share your videos, you know, or like share, subscribe to our YouTube channels. I bibi woman you say YouTube channels. Me who's me it will be nice.
Promise,
you like our pages and share our videos and also share no. And ye bribia ye ma yen say. Ebia no wadanfo bi onye madanfo but ebia ye wadanfo nti wo share de ye ka no obete nti nya afi na mawie program na e wose mehwe me ma no na obe disturb me. He or she can watch the videos and also help other community nti nyame nhyira mo papa.
Mr. God bless you. It's late.
God bless
It's
you.
late.
God bless you.
Esa okona ko me Mr. Why adwuma na wi nti so koye wase de mami
Absolutely.
nya.
I just started with you was set me home for the week and sana because adaji any puso.
Very necessary. Very necessary. Nti kona koye ma me why.
Martin, you bye there.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, Sika educate. Yeah, cassava, abum, de our real in Punto. Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Unyani, baby, Sika educate. They like you page, you know, I am vibe it. But more than YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man them so steady come for inspiration, motivation, modern education. For Canada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. For Canada, Bema Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, cassava, abum, de our real in Punto. Sika educate, or don't come.